I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are Kentucky Fried Critics.
Welcome back.
Episode 33.
Rolling right through this season, aren't we?
Goddamn, dude.
Good times.
Well, and again, end of work. I'm done.
He's done. Look.
I have more free time. Well, they can't see.
That's right. Sorry.
Remember, last week was their free ticket.
No, that's right. You gotta join our Patreon if you want more videos.
Or spread the word. Again, like if
or just
if
binge watch that last episode. Get the numbers up.
Yeah, if the views are high enough there, and
500.
we're not getting the Patreons, then I'll start putting them there. Because again, I'm not trying to make the money necessarily. I'm trying to build the community. I don't care where the community comes from.
I want to talk to other fucking movie review podcasts.
Well,
that's my big goal. Like I want to have them on the show.
All right. You guys already clicked on this. You know what we're doing here, but you know how we like to do this. We like to pretend like you have no idea yet, and
you
you're
just
waiting,
stumbled blindly in
and
here.
You're anticipating hearing us announcing it right now, and so we will tell you we are doing. I want to do the movie first. I'm too excited because it's a fun one, right? We're doing Rookie of the Year.
Yay!
I love Rookie. I've loved it since it came out when I was a kid. There were a lot of kid baseball movies that came out at roughly the same. Angels in the Outfield.
Oh yeah.
This one was my favorite. Sandlot was my favorite, but we've done that.
This was like the power fantasy one of like, what if I could go like play Major League Baseball?
Yes, dude.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? We've all done it. Insert sport. We've all done it. Doesn't have to be baseball.
Now, on that note, this one is the perfect one if you want to play. I've already told you this, and it might be something that we'll do sometime soon. Little Big League came out at about the same time, and it was roughly the same idea, but instead of a player, he was the manager.
It's more realistic. So maybe he had a
shit
ton of fucking money. Yeah,
well, no, he inherited it. That's what it was. Like his grandpa owned the Minnesota. It's the Minnesota Twins. Because again, real baseball team. On that though, like we said, Rookie of the Year is gonna be a fun time. Bo, tell him the beer.
Beer, making another return here to the show. Hi-WireBrewing's double Hi-Pitch IPA. How fucking perfect is that?
I mean, it's great.
Well, I mean,
baseball, high pitch.
Yeah, it's not high pitched. There's no ED, so it's a baseball pitch. It's
and I would say, singing. Despite the fact that Henry is short because he's 12, I would say it's a high pitch because his arm, right? It's more about where your arm is than it is like where your height is, right?
Yeah.
He's throwing he is throwing a high pitch. He is definitely arm way up in the air. This movie is a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get into who we have and what is going on. I'm not going to lie. I dropped the ball. I didn't look at the writer. You know, like we usually try to look at these.
I didn't notice it in the credits either. I was trying to see if I remembered.
Now that being said, I do know the director.
Yeah,
and I
saw this one.
Well, and I've known this. I remember dropping this on you like, if it's not in an episode, if it is, someone tell us. But if it's not in an episode, it was one of those, like, again, it was on our beer run trip or something that I was just like, we were talking about it and I just randomly was like, it's a Daniel Stern movie. And you were like, what? You're like, he's in your exact words to me. You're like, I know he's in it. And I said, no. I mean, it's his direct. Movie. Yeah, it's his vision. He directed
says in the beginning a Daniel Stern movie.
Yeah,
I'm like, ooh,
right. He even got that.
Yeah, I was like, exactly. It's his movie.
So fancy.
Even. Not even just the director. It's like it's his. Movie.
That's one of those things where I learned a while back, and I remember when I learned it, I was again like independent study, and I found it and was like, shut the fuck up. No, he's not. What? You're lying.
Never think of him directing stuff.
Well, you don't because this is the only one.
That's sad because this was really good. Dude, Stern, do more fucking directing. What's he doing now?
Well, acting still, I'm pretty sure.
Is he still doing shit?
Yeah, dude. Just random and spaced out.
So again, in case
direct
stuff, you're really good at it.
We need to stop to pause because maybe people don't know his name. We need to make sure people know who we're talking about.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he is one of those actors. He's not necessarily like he's in things you definitely are gonna know him. But he is definitely the kind of guy you may not know his name because he is not necessarily like he's not a billing kind
Yeah,
of character,
no, you
right?
gotta.
You're not.
I know that face.
Yeah.
That's that
Well,
curly
'cause again,
hair.
you
and-
definitely know who he is because it's Home Fucking Alone. Dude. He's
Yeah.
one of the goddamn sticky bandits.
The one that isn't Joe
Jeez,
Pesci.
that was where I say that. Like, it's easy to know which one we're
Right.
talking about because one is Joe Pesci. But yeah, so Daniel Stern he's also bushwhacked. I mean, again,
I love that movie.
He's in a lot of good movies, dude. Like, I love Daniel Stern, and he's funny, dude. He's in this movie.
He's in a terrible sci-fi movie called Leviathan
I've seen Leviathan.
with Peter Weller in
it's
it
good.
and shit. It's awesome.
Well, it's good.
It's my kind of awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's like 2001: A Space Odyssey underwater.
Yeah. Again, I love Daniel Stern. He's great. It was one of those mind-blowing things, though, to find out he directed this, for sure.
Yeah, he needs to do more stuff.
I did find out, though, that the reason he wanted to direct this was a personal reason, and wild to me. He wanted to do this because it had the tones about how you shouldn't trust kids with adult managers because they could take advantage. And he did that because he worked on Home Alone and he saw Macaulay Culkin's actual dad doing just this to him. Yeah. So again, when you watch this movie and you see how sleazy Jack is, remember that he is essentially based on Macaulay Culkin's dad.
I could see it. But it's such a small part of the fucking movie, though.
It is. That's when you find out that that's why he wanted to direct. You're like why didn't you make it more? Or maybe he did. Maybe the studio cut it out. Which is another good time to stop here. People today who want to find this movie can find it on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
it's not a Disney movie.
It's a Disney-owned movie
because it was 20th Century Fox.
Yeah,
and they
own Fox
now. Yeah,
which is why there's one curse word in this entire movie.
Well, that's because it was PG-13 and you're only allowed one. Did you know that? That's the rule. I didn't. PG-13, you get one.
Nice.
And so
remember that.
That's why. That's why it's PG-13.
It's barely a fight. It's just Gary Busey just going, shit. Barely telling. Yep. If it wasn't subtitles, you wouldn't know
they had to cut one out.
Oh, yeah, because the mom.
When she hit her head?
Yeah.
You know that's real.
Yeah, that's what I really thought, because she jumped up and hits the lamp. She's just like, and it cuts away.
Well, they like ADR'd it out. Like, they just like cut her mic volume so that way again, but if you can lip read, you can see
she's like, oh shit, she knocks this shit. It's like a big like crystal.
And I think it's great to me. Like, I'm glad they didn't refilm it because again, like, it was at she was excited moment.
Because
I was
they
like,
won
that's
the game
real.
and everything.
That's real. That's what you would expect. Like, somebody might accidentally hit something. It was good.
Yeah.
Again, they just didn't need the shit, so they made sure you could hear it.
We have that already in the script. We gotta smudge
that exactly. We already have our moment.
Busey gets that one.
Sorry,
not you. You're not important enough.
It was in his contract. So we can move past Daniel Stern. I hit you with some random surprise facts outside of that.
Yeah,
we didn't say Gary Busey.
Yeah, we already said it.
Gary Busey, and again, I love Gary Busey.
I do too.
I don't care how nuts he is.
Dude, him on The Apprentice was some fucking peak comedy.
He is insane in real life. He does some it's crazy to see how crazy he is and see how well he can put it together to do some of these roles.
To act because he still acts.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, you can't just pretend.
You can't just
in real
act.
life.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably get exhausting.
You can't see how much the rest of us are judging.
Just when you go out in public, buddy. Just when you go out in public, put the mask on like the rest of us, because I can see that you can hide the crazy.
But yeah, so he's Gary Busey. We'll do a really, you know us. We don't really like to spend too much time on the big people, but you know, like I love Gary Busey, so we got to mention a few of these. Like, I mean, he is Buddy Holly. No one's done one's done a better Buddy Holly, if you ask me, than Gary Busey.
That's true.
He's really good. Made the family cry and shit. I think I want to say. Yeah, did it really.
I would have felt bad. I was like, no, I don't want you to cry.
But Gary Busey is also, again, I mean, we all know Gary Busey. He's goddamn motherfucking Gary Busey, for the love of God. He's in all kinds of shit. He's played a maniac. He's played a normal guy. He's played everything in between.
My favorite thing ever is that Family Guy joke where it's just like, how am I doing today, Gary Busey? He looks in the mirror, he's like, crazy, mother. You're doing great.
I believe that. I believe that that's a thing that happens.
And Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, well, again,
come on, man.
It's Gary Busey. Again, like, he is Gary Busey. On that, we can move past Gary Busey. Like I said, we don't spend a lot of time on these people that are super bigs because you know them. We have our mom, Amy Morton. She's not a big actress, and I can't name a lot of things. She's an 8mm, I know that, and I couldn't name you which character. I just know that she's in
recognize
it.
her from anything.
She does a lot of TV work, and so most of the things you're gonna know her from are other movies. She does a lot of like drama TV and shit. I think she's a cop in some TV show.
Good for her.
Yeah,
She's a goodness.
Oh yeah, I loved her in this. I think she was great.
She's a good mom.
Yeah,
she's a good 90s mom.
On the good character, let's hit a bad character. We have Dan Hedaya. He's the guy who played Fish, the wannabe owner.
That guy,
the wannabe owner of the
I've
Cubs.
seen that guy as like the mob boss, bad guy.
He's the bad guy in everything, and it's because he has a constant 10 o'clock shadow. You heard me, not a 5 o'clock shadow, like double a 5 o'clock shadow, right? Like I don't know a better way to say
I want
that.
to see him grow an actual beard. I mean, it's
But
like
tell me,
armor, right?
He looks like the kind of guy who literally like 3 seconds after he shaves, it's automatic. Because I've never seen him without
scene
that.
from the Santa Claus. As soon as he shaves, it
It's just,
right
but
back.
instead of a full beard, it's just right back to that.
Just
like
walks around constantly with one of those like.
He looks like that's how it
automatic
is, though,
ones.
doesn't he? Because I've never like almost you all
grinding
it's
it
like,
into his face,
and it's usually black. You know, it's like
Yeah.
that really black. You can tell. He
but it's white now.
Have you ever seen the movie Dick?
With
Heather
the two
Graham,
girls who keep sneaking into Richard
Yes.
Nixon and shit.
He was
like,
Nixon.
We brought the cookies.
He was Nixon.
Nice.
He was Nixon.
But that's probably where I recognized him.
Oh, dude. I mean, you've seen him in some other things, but yeah, those are a couple of the big ones. Clueless. He's the dad in Clueless.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
So, like I said, you've seen him in a couple of things. I mean, and again, he's like you've already said, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like it's fun if you go to his IMDb, it literally says like notoriously known as a bad guy. Plays it well.
I'd be all right with that.
We also have John Candy, uncredited.
Yeah, I noticed that when the credits were going.
Because
is he just hanging out that day?
He's friends with Daniel Stern.
Yeah.
He came up and he just asked him, "Hey man, I want to be in that movie." The studio wanted Daniel Stern to have Joe Pesci be listen to this. This is going to blow your mind. Joe Pesci to either be the announcer or Chet Stedman. They wanted Joe Pesci to be the former badass pitcher. Can you imagine that?
Maybe if we're doing like a Babe Ruth.
I don't even know
like,
that.
like,
the height is so like way wrong.
We can like soapbox him like they do Tom Cruise. You know, like we can make Joe Pesci
dude,
look taller.
I died.
I think he'd be a good Babe Ruth.
I died when I read.
No,
that
I don't think
Pesci.
that works at all.
But so Daniel Stern didn't want Pesci because he was like, "Look, dude, people are gonna see it and they're just gonna be like, fucking okay,
Home
it's more
Alone.
of the Home Alone shtick. We get it." And technically, Candy's in Home Alone, but he never interacts.
That's
with
true. He's just
Daniel
in the
Stern.
band.
So you're never gonna make the
the
connection.
polka band.
Yeah,
Polka King.
So you're not gonna see the two of them and be like, "Oh, more of the," you know what I mean? Like, so he was like, "Okay, I'm good with that." Plus, he was doing it because they're friends. He was like, "Yeah, man,
Yeah, man,
okay,
that's cool.
I got a part for you." And so he did that.
He's like, "Oh, I get to do my Bob Costas fucking impression." Nice.
Dude. Well, he didn't. He wanted a smaller part than that.
Oh,
like,
really?
John Candy was like, "I just want a really small part." Think about that. That technically he filmed on more than one day because they are in more than one location.
Yeah,
for him
that's
to film
true.
in. Like it's the different boxes.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
So John Candy probably wanted
probably
something
just
where
wanted
he
to,
was
like,
a
do
day.
one day,
He wanted
yeah.
a day walk on roll, and they were like, "No, we got something a
Yeah,
little
come
bit
on,
better."
you got to go to the away game. We got to
Right?
put you like tomorrow. Come in, we're gonna have a different,
Setup.
setup
Yeah,
here,
studio setup.
nicer fucking equipment in it because. Apparently,
that's all it was.
Apparently, Wrigley Field's shit is just like breaking the fuck down.
We'll get there. So unbelievable. We'll get there. On that, I think we can leave the adults.
Yep.
The only other adult that's in the movie is Jack, and I don't like him. So I
Yeah,
don't
fuck
care.
that guy.
And I know that's horrible because leading into the kids, this is the thing that got us in trouble before.
We're sorry.
Thomas Ian Nichols, we apologize. We
So-
still feel bad about this. We hate your character from American Pie so much that we
It's
literally
not-
both mentally blocked out
That you
this
were
is
the
you,
same person
that you
because
are
I
you,
didn't
that-
want
that
I didn't
you
want
are
it to
you,
ruin this,
right?
right?
Or Kid in King Arthur's Court. 'Cause
Yeah,
again,
also
again, we
very good. We
love
need to
you,
do
dude.
that one too.
He's in a band now.
Oh,
Did you know that? He does
wait.
music.
He's in a band.
Yeah, he's in a band.
Awesome. What kind? It's like
I don't know. I have
punk
no idea.
band.
I don't know. I see his social media things. I know he's in a band. That's what I can tell you. For
It's
sure.
an emo punk country band.
He also on his social media still does. You know, he does the announcer gag in the beginning.
Yeah.
I can't even do it, but I mean, you know, he does that. He still does that on his social media. Like people
Nice.
send in requests for things to say, and including his lines from American Pie. You know, he even was like, "Look, I love the meta-ness of all this. I'll say my other line,
Yeah.
my best lines in this voice anytime you guys want."
Well, I mean, we all know this is what happened to Rowengartner when he grew up. He turned into Kevin. There it is. Right? That's his name in American Pie? Kyle?
I don't
Keith?
remember. Stop
some,
it.
Some fucking
We
K
didn't
name.
like the character. And again, this is not against you.
It's not
If
his
anything,
fault.
that's
That's
great.
the writer's
Well,
fault.
and if anything, that's also great. He played it well
Oh,
enough.
yeah, he did,
like,
where I did not like him at all.
and I do like you.
Yeah.
I want to be very clear here. If you are listening, if we have got your attention, we love you. The character we don't love.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yes. Hugs.
But again, we've already went down. He was a kid star, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he was
in a
in
bunch of
more than
stuff.
those. Well, remember, he's also been in another movie we've done. I'm gonna quiz you right now. Do you remember what the other movie was? It was a small part. He was super young. Those are the two clues I can give you. So he was not important to the plot in any kind of way. Well, kind of. He wasn't.
Isn't he the other kid with Elijah Wood in Back to the Future?
No.
No? Way off then.
Yeah. He was with Elijah Wood.
Oh, see, why does that... What other Elijah Wood movie did we fucking do?
I'm gonna give you.
Oh my god. Oh, the fucking goddamn wagon movie.
Radio
Yeah,
Flyer.
shit.
He was one of the kids in the gang that beat them up.
Yeah, that's right. I knew it was Elijah Wood.
You did get Elijah Wood. I will give you that. When you said that, I thought you had it, and then that's why
Then
I was
said Back to the Future.
well, and that's why I was confused at first. I was like, "Whoa, what? You just blew my mind. What are we talking about?"
That's a baby toy.
Yeah, I know Elijah Wood in Back to the Future, but because my head was already locked onto Elijah Wood, it didn't go there.
I was like, why do their faces go together? Oh,
Now
it's
you
because
know.
one was beating the other's ass.
Yeah, so that's Thomas Ian Nichols, but we still have a couple of other kids that we need to talk about, I feel.
Yeah.
So we have
His friends, at least.
his friends, well, and the girl. Oh, we're gonna start with the girl because I can tell you didn't recognize her. Do you know who the I don't even know if I actually wrote down her character's name. The love interest, though, the one that he was going for, not Tiffany. I know the other one. Tiffany is the other one,
the one that George kind of maxed on and shit. And she's all for it. I was like, yo, go fat kid.
But yeah, so not Tiffany, the other girl,
Yeah.
which is sad because she's the more important one.
Yeah.
But I can't remember her name. But you don't recognize her, you know?
Mm-mm.
She is Julie the Cat Gaffney from the Mighty fucking Ducks 1, 2, and 3.
Oh shit, she is. That's right.
Sorry. But even beyond just her, the other two, the friends are worth mentioning here. So again, well, since you already said him, George,
Yeah.
the big kid, we'll mention him because do you know what movie he's from?
I've seen him in something else. What is it?
His name first is Patrick Lebrec. I don't know. It's French for sure. It's
Lebrec?
no. I mean, it's
not a T.
ECQUE.
Lebrec.
So it's French, but it's
Yeah.
definitely Breck. I mean, there's no, there's a Q for the love of God. Heavyweights.
Yeah, he's one of the
Because you
kids
said he's a
from
fat kid.
Heavyweights.
I got to say that. He's one of the, yeah.
That's where I saw him.
Well, you've also seen him because I know how much your sister fucking loved this movie in Camp Nowhere.
Oh yeah, he fucking is. I love that fucking movie.
Well, yeah. We've talked about this.
We need some fucking computer to just keep track. Every time I say we need to do that movie, just mark it down.
So he was one of the bullies in Beethoven as well. So I mean, just to round out the fact that he is in movies you have seen.
Yeah, he was all over the 90s,
yes,
wasn't
he
he?
was, dude. So that's why he looked familiar.
I was trying to think, was the last time I've seen Beethoven?
Oh, dude, longer than everything else I just mentioned.
Yeah, it
100%.
had fuck forever ago.
The other friend, Clark is played by Robert Hy Gorman, and I promise you, if you don't think you know this kid, you know this kid.
Is he the kid from True Lies?
I think it might have been, but you know him from bigger ones than that, where he had more of his scenes.
Last Action Hero?
No, he's not
that kid.
He's the little brother in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, which has come up on the podcast 1,000 times. He's the one who buys the TV.
Yeah.
He is also in Mr. Nanny.
Yeah, he's the kid, Mr. Nanny. He builds the little fucking magnet and the fucking with the bench press and shit.
He's in Leprechaun.
I need to watch that again.
And also He
I'm
is
mad at
in.
myself for forgetting that.
He's in Sometimes They Come Back, which is another really cool
I don't
movie.
think I've seen that one.
You've never seen that one?
No.
So yeah, this kid's been in a bunch too,
Yeah.
right? I'm just saying. That rounds out everybody. Is there anybody else super big you think you need to mention? We picked
The janitor from Scrubs.
okay.
Just
Do you know
because
his
it
name?
popped me. Fuck no. And his name in the show is janitor, so all
Was
you
it?
scrub. Yeah, I
What?
think so. I don't think they ever named him.
No,
in
I'm
the show.
pretty sure they give him an actual name in at least one episode. At least one. Come
I
on.
love that fucking guy. He's the best part of that show.
The smallest part in this movie.
Yeah,
though.
he's
You
on
see him a few
on yeah,
times.
like he's on camera all the time, but he rarely
not
says
speaking.
anything.
Except for when he calls Henry Hank. Well, and again, like that dude said the Hank thing to be like respectful because again, it's the Hank Aaron. Henry Hank
yeah,
Aaron.
that's right.
But nobody else in this fucking movie once utters Hank at Henry. Nobody.
I don't remember.
It was so obscure for him to be like, way to go, Hank. All right, on that note, guys, I think we can just start talking about the movie.
The movie.
It starts off, we get opening day. Dude,
Wrigley Field, the legendary
is so
field.
fucking like triumphant.
Yeah, it's like, man, I wanted to go watch some
like,
baseball.
All right,
like,
yeah,
fuck
this
yeah,
is
let's
good.
do that. Hell yeah.
Straight into John Candy as our announcer, being a douche.
Just got ragging on the team. Like,
Hating
they
his
ain't won a
life.
pennant since, 45? And
Dude, he just hates his life. We are dealing with the
I kind of
Cubbies.
feel him. All of his shit's just breaking down at what his assistant guys like running cables, holding him up to get him to reach and shit.
Again, you mentioned this earlier, and now I said we'd wait and we'd talk, and now we can talk. There's no way.
Bullshit.
I don't care. I get it. Wrigley Field's an older field and all. I get all that.
Yeah.
There's no way that the tech isn't updated in
Yeah,
that
that shit looked like
box.
it was from the 50s. They still had like freaking like
Dude, well, they were running.
tubes
Did
and
you see
shit.
that
Yeah,
guy was
giant
running a fucking like
cables.
shoulder length of cable over him? You know what I'm saying?
a
Like
giant bundle of them and shit.
there is no.
They got to run it to the
way.
switchboard in the back and
Yeah,
have the
dude,
donkey run
they
on the
made
treadmill
this-
to get
they
the
made
power
this
going.
Look cheaper than like what most high schools run. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I don't buy
And it
this.
shorts out apparently because he like does it and it just shocks.
I love
and
that you
shit.
say shorts out. I would say explodes.
Yeah, because
It was so
our dads
wild.
were electricians.
Yeah.
We know what a short is. It's a little bit of a psst and then some smoke.
And things aren't working.
Yeah, it's
no,
like,
this
oh.
was like sparks
Spank.
flying. Yeah, smoke was like clouded up. You know what I'm saying? Like that was dangerous. Whatever just happened
They
there.
cut the tip off of a sparkler and hit it with an electrode, and it
It
went.
was a sparkler and a smoke bomb.
Yep.
Dude, I promise you, the level of smoke coming. But yeah, so but the biggest thing here, there's absolutely no way that's how that works.
No,
in
but they're
Wrigley
making it
Field.
seem like this
No,
is like
they're
3 days away from being shut down.
they're treating the poor Cubbies.
yeah, it's
like it's like
they're one of
like,
the oldest, most popular franchises.
yes,
in
we know
America.
that they've not won a pennant.
Yeah,
but
but
that
like
doesn't
the
change the
people,
fact.
they still have their
They have-
diehard fucking
Yeah,
fans.
exactly.
And they're always at Wrigley Field.
Yes, like I don't care. It's wild the depiction they want you to have.
Got
But this
the-
was the '90s idea of what you think about it. Major Leagues, dude. The Major Leagues movies always
Yeah.
make the Cleveland Indians look like nobody's there and everybody hates them, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's
who they
true.
played for, right? It was the Indians.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, so yeah, it was just the thing to do in the '90s was to make it look like baseball.
Nobody
teams
is going to watch these people.
I swear to you.
Yet somehow the players are
mentioned
still making like
well,
multi-million dollars.
I mentioned Little Big League. I think that might have been a fucking story plot in that.
There's
The
nobody in
the
that arena,
Twins,
and
because
he's gotta
again,
get
they're the
people-
Minnesota
yeah.
Twins though. Because again, that is the
who
Minnesota, right?
the fuck watches baseball in Minnesota?
Well, no, I mean probably everybody, but I mean, who cares about the Minnesota Twins outside of Minnesota? Because you kind of need both. You need
One guy in fucking Florida, he's his whole house decked with it.
But yeah, well, that doesn't count because he moved from Minnesota.
That's true.
He,
That's
he,
true.
He decided to retire there, like most old
That's
people
what
do.
happened.
Oh, we gotta stop. We're insulting people at this point. We just need to get into the movie.
This is now a roast channel. We're just gonna get everybody.
Yeah, so we see it's fun times at the park. Everything's good.
Yeah,
despite
even the fact like there's only like 300 people, they all are having a good
well, no,
time.
the 300 people I think was the next time when Henry goes.
Oh yeah,
The opening time, it's opening day, so
yeah.
it was field.
Yeah, there was more,
There's
yeah.
always because again, there's a spectacle for opening day. You're gonna get a ton of people.
And we had the one pitcher that we never see again.
Well, we see some of these people, most of the people on the team,
Like
one time. Like most of the people on the team don't get recurring roles.
He's the third string guy. You know, they just rolled him out. They're like, yeah, just get the shit started. This game didn't count.
Well, it's opening day, so probably not.
Yeah, probably
opening day might not even be a real game.
Yeah,
opening day can be
it's
a
an
scrimmage
exhibition game.
Yeah,
Scrimmage.
So yeah, I mean, there's opening day probably would make sense that it wasn't your real pitcher pitching. We gotta stop this. We're
over analyzing a fucking
for people
children's
who just
movie.
admitted we don't like baseball too. Like we're both
no, that's against the rules. You can't do that. Yeah, that's illegal. Because I'm a baseball expert all of a sudden.
So we leave opening day to see our fucking our gang of kids, right? Henry, George, and Clark. I don't know about you, but I don't remember in '92 those being popular names. I was like, why do they all three have old people names?
Yeah.
Henry, George,
and Clark.
I felt weird when they said that's the kid's name.
I got the chocolate-covered finger of a man named Clark.
Well, and Clark Griswold. I don't know a lot of Clarks.
Yeah.
But they're generally people who were born in like the 50s, not someone who was born in like the 80s.
Yeah, it's true. Clark Gable.
Well, then he was born in like the 20s. Yeah.
It's the only like real Clark Kent, but again, 30s.
Yeah. Again, you're getting my point. You keep thinking you're about to spring one, and then you're like, oh shit, no, I'm wrong.
Somebody, please, is there a modern Clark? I almost said Cork.
Yeah. But so I felt weird when we saw that this gang of, maybe that's why they're friends.
Yeah, we all have weird names.
We have old people names.
Ira. I get it. I had a weird name too.
Their other best friend we never see in the movie, Ira. You know, like we've seen some old people names, right? You know, Gene.
Gene. Yeah, that's our grandpa.
Which is, say what you want. That is an old, like, how many young Genes do you know? He was
born 28, 29, wasn't he?
Yeah. How many old, like, again, though, just say me in your life, how many Genes under the age of 60? Which, again, at some point they were under the age of 60, but you probably didn't encounter them until they were over the age of 60. For some reason, that's just the magical way it works with a name like Gene. I don't know. It's like once you become 60, you're a lot more noticeable. Maybe it's a good name to have once you're elderly.
I'm going to name my kid Buford. We'll bring it back full like 1800s.
Back to the Future?
Yeah. Buford Tannen Crick.
Yes, dude. Fuck, dude. I love that. I love that. I love that already.
Kid will be either the most picked on guy in school or a big badass because he got tired of it.
But yeah, so we see our group of, we gotta get back. We see our friends. We see our group of friends. They're having their own great day on opening day. They are not going to the game.
No, they're going.
They're having their own adventure. Pushing a baby carriage down the street.
I like that guy. It's like, what's in the carriage? A baby. He's like, a baby? What the fuck?
Yeah, he was worried. As you should be, though.
Because they were running full speed with this thing.
It's not a baby, though. Everything's okay. It's just their gear.
Yeah.
Right?
They're going to baseball. They got it's where they keep their chalk and stuff.
Because
Clark and George are like the scorekeepers.
Yes.
And Henry's going to play, hopefully.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Okay. I want to stop this. We see Henry. He does get to play.
Yeah.
He gets put out in the field. The boy wonders if he gets to play. And then he is also the only kid that showed up in jeans.
That's a good point. I didn't even notice that. He is wearing jeans.
Both times we see him in the little league.
Why isn't he wearing the pants?
I
had to wear the pants.
Both times. This time and the end of the movie, he is in jeans. He never wears baseball pants to Little League.
Just refused.
I don't know.
From an actor standpoint, like I ain't got the.
But no, he wore him. Think about it.
Yeah, he wore him in the fucking. It's
not from the actor. This is a character-driven point that when he plays Little League, he's in jeans. I'm retired
technically. I don't have to.
Well, that makes sense for the end. That makes sense for the end. That doesn't.
I played for the majors.
That doesn't make sense for the beginning, Bo.
It does, but it gives him a very nice excuse at the end.
It does, but not. What about right now? Why is he the only kid?
He's not even wearing cleats. He's just wearing like fucking chucks or something.
Here's my thing to you. If you're the kid who shows up in jeans and tennis shoes to a Little League game where everybody else is in ball pants and cleats, then you shouldn't be surprised that you don't usually get to go out and play.
Yeah, it's a good point. You're not in uniform.
Fuck Henry.
Yeah, I played Little League. You don't have your fucking
Fuck Henry.
uniform
What are you doing? Who are you being mad at?
The only way you're going in is if somebody breaks their arm.
It's not happening yet, but I just love that you say that.
Yeah, unprompted too.
Yeah, it was good.
I didn't even realize it.
The conversation just naturally got there. Yeah, so this is great. We see Henry. We also see that Henry is a bad ball player.
Super bad.
This was so comical because it's not just that he misses the catch. It's that the hat falls down,
and he can't
and
see.
he doesn't even have the forethought to lift it
No,
back
he's
up.
just like struggling, like I can't see the ball. And then the coach
He
is like,
full on throws
throw
it
it home.
he
Throw it.
throws it before he lifts the hat.
He threw it home, like literally
His house.
toward his house. He turns around, and just chucks it over the fence, and then lifts the visor. Like, oh,
I love George. Is that even legal? I got one question further.
Is it a home run at that point?
That's what I was gonna say. I got one question further than is it legal? What is it if it is legal? Right? Because like technically in the park home run is a real like that's
Yeah,
that's
you
an
can do
official and that's an official thing.
Yeah.
And so this would be beyond that, but is it still a home run because they didn't hit it out of the I've got questions.
It's an innie-outie home runner.
Right? Well, I mean, like, because if you're going to count
It
that
bounced in and then went back out.
if you're counting that ball as in play until he threw it out, that would make it like a home run because that is the ball that counts, and now nobody can go get it because you can't leave the field.
No, fuck that. That means we win because I got rid of the fucking ball and we can't play anymore.
But that would mean the other team won because they were already behind on points.
Nope, I threw the ball. I win.
No, you know this as well as I do.
You want to go find the ball?
Listen, you know this as well as I do. Well, even in Sandlot rules.
Yeah, no, that just would have been a fight.
Yeah, it would have been a fight. Plus, they would have said whoever was up is up, and that's what
yeah.
wins. It doesn't matter who lost the ball. It matters who's winning.
I ruined the game, though.
Well, then if anything,
All
that
that
makes you
means
the
is
loser.
It's like, all it means is you're getting your ass beat.
It definitely doesn't make you the winner, right?
I say, he already fucked it up. Might as well turn around and be full heel, right? Just lean into it. Get some heat.
He must have gotten ragged so hard. I appreciate that the movie, because this is the early 90s where we don't do that. Like, I feel like a modern day movie would have let the bullying be shown.
Yeah.
Right?
It would have been merciless, and he would have been walking home crying.
This movie, though, instead, because this is the early 90s, they were like,
we were all just smart asses.
We all know what's happening. We don't need to show you. And so they just show him at home, like walking in the door. He sees his mom, and dude, I love this interaction.
Yeah, this is great.
Oh, we forgot the first interaction with the mom, which isn't a lot. It was just the
sunscreen. Oh, she's weirdly
it lets us see the pitch. It lets us know that she is a good athlete.
Right before that, when she's like, "Hi, boys," she's weird to Clark. She's like, "Hi, George." "Hey, Clark." It's like, what the fuck?
I don't think it's that she's weird to him. I think it's that it's showing how
clearly her favorite one.
Well, no, it's showing how cool of a mom she is, because obviously, if you look at those three kids, if you look at George, Henry, and Clark, who's the one who's definitely like the dorkiest and probably gonna have the biggest problems with girls?
Yeah, it's probably Clark.
She's trying to make sure that Clark doesn't feel
Which
bad.
ends up not being true. That one girl, like later on,
Doesn't matter.
She's all up on him.
Doesn't matter. That's what we see. That's not what she sees.
Yeah.
She never sees that Clark's doing okay. She just sees that Clark is like the runt of the litter, and she's trying
he is super short for a 12-year-old.
So again, I feel
you think Henry's small. Look at this fucking kid.
Again, that's my point. Is I feel like she is just here to try to be like she's that cool of a parent, right? She sees that Clark's the one who needs the extra
confidence.
He needs the extra boost, and she's gonna make sure he gets.
Because he does run off, and he's like, "Your mom's so cool."
Yes, dude. So again, we missed that. Not a big deal. But when we get back to see mom again, we saw a little glimpse of cool mom that time. This is such a cool mom, dude. When he comes home and he's like, "It was bad, mom.
I made the play of the day." She's like, "That bad, huh?"
She knew, dude.
Yeah.
She knew. She was like, "I know you don't mean for realsies."
Yeah.
You're my.
She's like, she just turns around. She's like, "So how bad did you fuck up? Tell me about it." He's like, he tells her.
Yeah,
stuff.
play of the day.
Yeah, and she's just
that
like,
bad.
And
And
still,
then,
I need you to go do laundry.
well, no. This is why I love her. He was like, "Yeah, it was bad, mom. I fucked up bad. I don't know if I should be out there." Well, maybe outfield's just not your position. Maybe you should try it. Dude, the way she transitioned into that, like not, we all know the overly sports parent, right?
Yeah.
They would have been like mad, and even if they suggested a different position, it would have been in a shitty way.
Harder. You gotta wake up early and you gotta train.
Right, exactly. Or maybe we gotta start training a different, different skill. No, she was just like, maybe you just try a different place because that's gonna be the one that's better for you.
If you suck at pitching, you could be second base.
Dude, the way she was so like fluid in the moment and cool about it and like okay with it, and was just like, try something different. she's such a cool parent, dude.
Try shortstop. Usually shortstop was like the guy on
Well,
the
here's
team.
my thing. You brought up the laundry. To me, the laundry, it's even, she's still a cool parent because she made that joke before. If you do good at the game, then we're going to go out.
As a reward,
Right.
you get to do laundry.
Well, no, that was if he did bad. She said, if you do good, we'll go out. We'll do something. If you do bad, I'm going to ask you to do the laundry.
Yep, and then this is what he has to do.
And even then, he was he was like, come on, Mom. And she was like, I'm just saying. And so then when she brings it up again and she holds true to it, I was like, I appreciate that. I appreciate a mom who says, I'm going to make you do the laundry.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Right?
I appreciate it.
She said, if you do bad, you're going to do the laundry.
Yeah, I don't care how bad you fucking feel. It's nice. I mean,
No,
you can easily make this like super mean.
But it wasn't.
But it's
this
not.
was so cute,
Yeah,
dude. It was cute.
If you change the tone just slightly, it's just like, oh, that poor fucking kid
Which
had a
again-
horrible day. And his mom's just like, go do that laundry.
Part of why we said she does a great job playing
Yeah.
mom. Because, like, that's a person-to-person thing, right? Like, another person could have tried to deliver the same line, and we'd have been like, that woman's a bitch.
Fuck you.
This lady did it, and I mean it. I was like, she's cool, dude. I fucking like
It's
her.
like,
Mary?
got me.
Mary? I'd
Damn
I'd hang out with you, Mary. You
Yep.
seem like cool peoples, right?
He goes to do the laundry and he starts like, well, maybe I can't. Maybe
Dude.
I should try pitching.
I
Right?
love this little, like...
with the little detergent puck thing.
Well, he does the thing that I was talking about earlier, where I mentioned that Thomas Ian Nichols still does this on his social
the
media.
voiceover.
Where he does the hen, re. That's how it's done. He has one where he teaches you how to do it.
He has a whole video on
Yes,
it.
and so it's you do everything twice.
Yeah.
But you do it loud, quiet, loud, quiet. The problem is it's a skill, so you have to practice it because it's really hard to get the timing quick
Yeah.
enough for it to sound right.
I mean, I'm sure it's hard to be your own echo.
Yeah. But that's what he said. He was like, it's that. He's like, I know it sounds stupid because
Never
like
practiced that. I might try it.
you would
now.
have to practice it. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
I'm not going to do it now. It'll sound
Yeah. Oh
bad.
no. It's not going to be good.
No,
I
it'll be
promise.
terrible.
Yeah. You just heard me. I tried.
Yeah,
You
it
listened. It's not good because I've not practiced.
Think if I squeak like he
I
does.
just squeak. But so he does the voice. Henry Rowengartner.
He
up for
checks,
bat.
slowly checks second base. And the pitch. And it's actually good. It goes square right into the tiny little fucking laundry machine they have.
Yes.
You see how small that hole was?
Tiny. It is in my notes. Why is the washing machine
So fucking small.
tiny?
Mine too.
I was like,
It's
God
like
damn,
a
you can't
fucking
put
like
no clothes
6-inch
in that.
hole,
Yeah, I was
dude.
like,
It's
like,
nothing.
you can't put no clothes in that. Could
You
you
gotta
imagine?
do one at a time.
Could you imagine putting a blanket in there?
Yeah, you gotta feed it in. You gotta like roll it.
Roll
kinda
it, dude.
feed
No, you're
it
gonna
and-
roll
like a
that
dog
thing.
turd.
Yes.
Just kind of rope it into the thing.
And then unfold it once it's in there
Once it
because you
comes
can't
in.
wash it that way. It's gonna get
it
too
wouldn't
heavy.
get clean.
It would get
exactly.
too heavy. Yeah. Like,
All the shit in the middle wouldn't get clean. So you're just fuck yeah, this is badly designed.
I hate
Boo!
it.
This is
I
the worst
hate it.
movie ever.
well, it's not
Ah!
even the movie's fault. It's whatever company made that fucking washing machine in the
No,
1992.
it's the movie's fault. My immersion is broken.
No. If anything, your immersion should be better because they are probably supposed to be in a shitty suburban house.
That's true.
That is probably the shitty washing machine.
Oh, have
they
you ever
had.
seen those like Japanese fucking apartments
Yeah,
with
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's got like the like 3-in-1, this tiny ass little thing.
It's not like they live
You
that
like
way.
one change of clothes in
It's
it.
not like they live that way, but they probably have the same kind of fucking appliances because of their cost efficiency.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Again, this I absolutely hate Brian. Or sorry, Jack. Why did I say Brian? I don't even know.
Is the
Because
actor's name
maybe
Brian?
no, I don't think. Maybe it is.
Oh,
I don't.
Fuck
I didn't,
him.
Remember, I didn't get his name
yeah.
because I didn't
Fuck
care.
him.
'cause
You
I
look
hate
like
Jack.
a Brian.
We'll go with it for right now. But yeah, I hate Jack.
Do I have any friends named Brian? I don't think so.
I mean, I know
No, I
douchey Bryans, but I don't think any of them make me think of this guy.
Yeah,
so I
no.
don't know why that popped in. But yeah, maybe it's because since Jack is
Yeah.
Jack, I don't want
Didn't
to.
wanna
I don't want
associate
a
him.
bad name with Jack. We'll go with that.
For hitherto and henceforth, you shall be Brian because it's a douche name and you're a douche.
There we go. I like it. We'll go with
Apologies
it. So,
to all Brians who
yeah,
aren't
I'm
douches.
sorry. Well, and I'm gonna go back to using his real name despite the
Yeah,
connection here.
It's just a gag. Everyone
Yeah.
relax.
Jack, though, I hate Jack, and that's what we
Dude,
get right now.
I am
no
totally with Henry here. Homie is
every part of it.
moving
No,
way too
no,
fast.
look, dude, I hate every part of this scene. Like as soon as he gets upstairs and she says, "Oh yeah, it's our anniversary," and he even like Henry was like, "What the fuck do you mean? I can count. What anniversary are you fucking talking about?"
3 weeks.
Oh, their 3-week anniversary.
Which
you
is
say?
apparently the necklace anniversary. Fuck that.
Dude, this guy was a douche the moment he walked in the door.
I hate
The
him.
clothes look douchey. The car
hair.
is douchey.
I like his car. The car is funny because he's pretty tall. He's like 6. He's like my height. He's about 6 foot
That's
tall.
why he's
And he's
douchey.
got this tiny
'Cause
ass little car.
That's the 90s is the small car, big dick era.
Yeah.
Right? Like, like, because
got my tiny little sports car because I'm over 40.
but I want you to think I have a big dick, but really my dick's the size of the car.
Yeah.
Like, small car, small dick. But yeah, he is definitely a tool. His car is shitty. I hate everything about Jack. He is an awful human being. Despite the fact that he did just buy her a nice present. You know what I mean? Like, you want to almost be like, well, it's a nice gift.
that is nice, but you're
But
so
she's
greasy.
but
like,
she's also a single mom of a kid. There are better things you could maybe have gotten her than a necklace or watch or
pay my fucking light bill.
right.
I got a mortgage. Help me out.
I just feel like that's not the ticket.
Maybe order
And,
the kid a pizza.
You can see the contempt in his face.
I know
when
he
sees.
hates it.
I'm like, dude, you don't date a mom if you're not gonna be okay. I'm not saying that you don't gotta treat the kid like it's your kid.
Yeah, but you gotta be at least okay with the kid being there.
Yeah, you can't just be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And he doesn't say it, but the look on his face is 100%. Fuck you.
My life would be so much easier if you're fucking ass.
Dude,
right
that
here.
is 100%. Like right before the
I would
scene
have already
ends,
banged this chick and been on to the next
right
one.
before the scene ends, that is the look he's giving him, right? Like right after he's already given the present and they're walking out of the room, after his misfire of the kiss on the
trying
neck.
to like kiss her neck and shit's.
I love that so much, dude. Because he tries to get gross in front of Henry, dude. It's weird.
like look, this is like trying to like mark his spot.
That's what it was, dude.
This is mine now.
This is
Fuck
why I
you.
don't like this guy.
He's so gross.
100%, dude.
Just wanna punch him.
Yeah.
He's got that punchable face.
We leave this. We see he's at school, right?
Yep.
They're at lunch. They're talking. He looks over. I don't understand this. That bitch wants him.
She does. She's like,
I know we're talking about
Yeah, they're like,
12-year-olds.
uh,
And we don't.
they aged up with us.
Well,
They're the same age we are
Well,
now,
and we
so
don't-
like we could say
well,
it.
and we don't mean sexually, but we mean like
She is just like eyeing the fuck out of him the whole time. Just
we
like
mean in a 12-year-old way,
smiling, drinking her little juice. Like, hey,
and he's over there
come
like
over
I don't.
here and
right?
talk to me.
He's over there like I don't.
No,
think
she's
she
not
likes
into me.
you
She's
guys
not.
are wrong.
Nah,
It's
she's
not like that.
nah. She's
And I'm like,
not into me.
dude.
Denial.
The
Like,
fact
are
that
you-
she's looking at you while you weren't like no one initiated the look. She was just voluntarily looking at you.
and then her friend notices that she's looking, and then they giggle like,
but they
"Bro,
keep looking at you all
yeah,
the time.
dude.
Not only does she like you, she wants you to know. That's why once she saw you look, they didn't stop looking.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I see you.
If she
I'm
didn't-
pretty dense, man.
right?
But come on.
If she didn't like you, she would have looked away because she didn't want you to think the accidental looking and talking about you was because she liked you.
Yeah, it would have gone something like this. She would have been staring at you because you're weird, and then you locked eyes, and she would have went and looked away,
But
like,
the
oh
fact
shit,
that
he
they
saw me.
giggled, still smiled, and are locked
Yeah.
on. Locked on.
Hey,
Dude.
how you
Dude.
doing? What's up, girl?
I
And his friends are trying to tell him, like, dude, go. And he's like, I don't know, she's not that hot. And his friends just laugh at him, like, shut the fuck up, you lying son of a bitch.
you're
That milk has
dumb.
done that body good, as my boy George said.
I loved that line. 12 is a weird age.
Yeah, I mean, we said gross
You
shit.
say gross
Yeah.
things when you still look that much like a child, right? Like he said that line and I was like,
You couldn't do that now.
that
That
dude,
line got cut immediately. If
I
you
was
made
like,
that movie now
for a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, that's almost uncomfortable. You look too much like you're still maybe 9.
yeah, maybe
to
if we're
pull that
doing the
off.
like the high school movie, but we know the actors
yes,
are in
yeah,
their
yeah.
20s, like we like to do.
Yeah,
Then you can use that line.
I'm glad you picked up on how that was a little bit like, whoa.
A little
dude,
much, buddy.
whoa.
He even like does like she's stacked.
Like, dude, you're laying it on thick.
Easy, brother.
Oh man.
I think his hair got spikier as he was saying it. He was just getting excited, man.
He told Kyle he had an energy drink in
Yeah,
his
he
hand
did.
after saying that line, right?
George is the one with the Playboy stash, guaranteed.
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude. Clark's the one that actually knows the ladies.
Yeah,
If you
dude.
watch the movie,
That one chick just immediately comes over and he's smooth
well,
as
and
fuck.
he's smooth
Because
He's
he
the one that's
doesn't
got
react to
well,
it.
and he's got the smooth advice for them.
Yeah.
They just don't listen to him. Clark's the ladies' man.
Yep.
Maybe that's why the mom likes him. She sees that he's the real ladies' man. Like the one the
'Cause he
ladies
knows-
actually.
Because he treats him kind of like, oh, hey, there you are. I see you. What's up?
I see you.
Hey, you're cool. What's up? Yeah,
You're
can
a
sit here."
person.
Didn't argue with the chick coming in sitting.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
like, yeah, what's up? Sit down.
Man.
They hit high school, dude. Clark is working his way through the cheerleading squad, guaranteed.
But yeah, so then they finish lunch. Oh wait, before we leave lunch, we got to talk about I don't even know what I could talk to her about. We have boat. We were making a boat. Her dad's got a boat. You should talk to her about the boats. George's fucking boat line is fucking comic genius, dude. When he's like, we don't have a boat. We have wood in the vague shape of a boat. Fuck, dude, that's
And which is kind of bullshit because here in a minute when we go look at it, it's a fucking boat. It's just got a couple holes in it.
I know, but
it's
come on.
mostly
You
still
get
a boat.
You get where he's coming
I
from.
know. It's like,
though.
it's going to sink, but I'm like, man, that's still
Again,
mostly a
that
boat.
guy is. Again, he's just there for the comedy. That was genius.
The way he said it, I was, expecting to, like, they had like a log that they were trying to hollow the fuck out.
Listen, the way he said it, I was expecting them to have like two pallets fucking hammered,
Just
like nailed together, and with like a piece in the middle, so that
Make
way
it a
actually
triangle.
would.
It makes a triangle. It's boat shaped, right?
Well, and again, like just enough wood so that way it was just like a raft essentially made out of pallets. That's
1 2x4.
That's what I was expecting after his statement. I agree with you, but I'm just saying he said it for the comedy. He was like, "This is funny.
Yeah.
People are gonna laugh. This is good."
I like George. I relate to George. I was the fat friend.
Once they get outside after lunch, which is weird. Why was it lunch then outside? Did we skip the rest of the school day?
Yeah, it's done. We had lunch half day. We're going to go work on the
it was
fucking
weird,
boat.
because we see everybody. They're just like walking outside, fucking them kids yelling at him, making fun of him for his like bad catch at the game the other day.
The girls
Hey,
are watching,
Rowengartner, catch this. Dude,
the girls were watching. He had to try.
No, he didn't.
He had to try. The girls, they were there. You can't look weak in front of the women.
But it's not looking weak. If they're making fun of you about it and then they say, catch this one, you look like you're feeding into the fact that they're already making fun of you.
Only if you don't catch it.
I want to say, though, it's not his fault. There's a stray ball.
Yeah, did they just throw that out there earlier, I guess?
I don't know. My notes specifically say, man, the Sandlot kids would have been pissed at somebody who doesn't
just leaves
keep track of
ball
a perfectly good ball, dude.
We had to drink like 18 Dr. Peppers to get our fucking ball.
Right? I was just like, this is bad.
These motherfuckers just leaving balls laying around.
Like it ain't a hot commodity, right? Like, come on now. But yeah, he just totally doesn't see it.
They were more expensive in the 90s too.
He doesn't see it. He runs up. Well, it depends, dude. If it was bought at Walmart, it was cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but those balls sucked though.
They did,
like,
but
they
we
were
don't
like
know.
had that like plastic shell.
I get it, but we don't know. We didn't see it enough. It was dirt covered.
It was probably not fucking from Walmart,
right?
It was
so it was
90s,
probably a
man.
25-cent fucking baseball. It was probably cheaper than the base.
I liked the bright neon pink ones. Those were cool.
It was probably cheaper than the baseball from the Sandlot.
Yeah,
even though it was in the 90s.
Like 93-cent ones.
It was cheaper than that, even though it was the 90s, right? Like, I mean, inflation should have made it more. Chinese fucking manufacturing made it less.
Made a way to fucking make it cheaper. If we make it the worst baseball in history, brightly colored,
out of none of the right materials.
Yeah, none of it. Plastic string, all of it.
This is great though. We see him. He runs up. He goes. He slips on the ball. This isn't physics.
It's a magic ball. We just discussed it.
So like physics says that if you hit a spherical, let's be very specific,
spherical
right?
object going forward,
that your foot is going to hit that
and continue to go
and,
forward.
Maybe not even go forward, but your foot would hit it and then roll.
Yeah.
Which means you're gonna make a circular motion straight to the ground.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
bounce 5 feet into the air
this
like
isn't
you
a
hit
trampoline.
a trampoline.
This isn't a video game. It's not magically bouncy.
No.
Right? But this fucking movie, this kid goes flying 5 feet in the air.
It's like it's like a cartoon bump.
He's
right?
higher in the air than he is tall.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's easily 8 feet in the air. Takes this god awful bump right on the shoulder. Don't use your arm to try and break. Just take it on the back and tuck your chin.
You don't want to put your shoulder down. You don't want to put your wrists down.
Mm-mm.
Anything that puts a limb in the way of the fall is bad.
You want to land as flat as possible.
Limbs break.
Exactly. Take it on the back. Take it on the chest.
Because those, unless you're coming at a thing that's in a weird shape, you're probably not breaking those things.
Especially if it's just on the ground.
Not to mention, ribs heal easier than arms.
Yeah.
The rib doesn't move, so it's real easy for that to heal. This, as we see,
it is hard to laugh though if you've broken ribs.
But again, no, it's not
just
hard
don't
to. It's not hard to. It just hurts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, let's be.
It just
very
hurts a lot.
clear.
So try to not watch anything funny if you have broken ribs.
But yeah, as we see here, what he does, that is hard to heal.
What is it the doctor says? He's like a radial fracture of the ulna and the rotator cuff fucking damage.
And the tendons are all fucked up.
Torn and shit. I was like, what they didn't tell us is he had surgery.
Oh no, yeah, no,
like
definitely.
that. They just
if it was that bad, and he's wearing
it.
that kind of cast for 4 months. There was surgery.
There's
involved.
some wire mesh.
Yeah, oh, definitely
holding that shoulder together, baby.
I hate that the guy says it's going to be for the next 4 months. They make sure to tell us it's summer. That's going to be the whole summer. The montage shows nothing of summer. The montage shows us only school.
Because he's
School
walking past
only.
all the school kids.
Hi. I love that gag, bro.
Hi, Henry.
Bye,
Henry.
Look, that's
because his arm's stuck.
That's priceless. That's good.
That was good. I love the little montage here.
But the montage does not show anything of summer.
Nope.
We did not see him sitting at home, not being able to play his video game. Like, we should have seen him sitting on the couch with a Super Nintendo controller in one hand.
Because he has a Game Boy later. We should have seen him trying to one-arm it.
Right?
You can Tetris one-arm.
That's what we would have... Yeah. That's what we would have seen for summer. Right?
Yeah.
We only see him, writing schoolwork out with his arm up.
Everybody else puts their arms down. His is still stuck up.
I want to mention this to you, and you tell me what you think. We see him writing schoolwork. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do pitchers pitch with their dominant hands?
It's a good point.
Which means it's the hand they would write with.
So
what was
his
he writing?
handwriting was awful good for somebody with their left hand.
When he's right-handed.
Does the actor actually write with his left hand?
I don't know.
Is that why he looks kind of weird when he's throwing the ball?
Even if that's true, that's a bad catch on the Daniel Stern should have been paying attention.
Yeah, it needs to be. I mean,
it just should never have even been part of the script. The script should not have said Henry is writing.
I broke my fucking right arm, and I had to have somebody write for me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what should have happened. This was weird.
I got my crooked finger. I got my fucked up hand.
Yeah, this was weird.
I just kind of had to dictate what I wanted somebody to write while I was in class.
That's my main takeaway, though. Is just that this was weird. We didn't. That's not how it should have worked.
Because there wasn't no fucking way I was writing it with my left hand.
Yeah, we just the movie fucked up by showing us that.
But then we get to the happy day. It's cast off day. We're gonna go to the doctor. We're gonna get this bad boy took off.
Man. The tendons seem to have fused to the bone.
My ass. These things are springs. Those sound they make.
If they were, exactly though. If they were fused to the bone,
right?
That's not what would have happened. Yeah.
The only thing that happened to me is it just comes out easier now.
This sound effect, dude, is one of my favorite.
Just that stretching fucking
rubber band sound.
Noise.
Dude, I love it, man. And it's disappointing they don't use it every single time.
No,
in the movie.
it disappears. It happens.
They use it
in the beginning here, but it's
and at the end, the very last time before it's gone, we hear it again. Yeah, It's not a, yeah, I agree.
Should have been every single time. You already established a rule in your universe. Now you have to commit to it.
And again, I don't even care if other people hear it. You don't got to tell me other people are hearing it. For all we know, it's only that Henry.
It's just for me.
Or that Henry hears.
Yeah, or it's in his head.
I don't care. But
I feel that sometimes, like shit, like
I
know I can't actually
the fact
hear
that
it.
we associate it the first time, it should always have been associated with it for sure, dude.
Yeah, I feel that with my shoulder and shit. Sometimes.
This is
like,
my
it's just
favorite.
creaky.
This leads to my favorite line of the movie, though, and this is again, this is one of the only, you guys know us, and I've gone on record to say this. Normally, the title of the episode is normally literally the last. Like I am at the end of editing, and I'm like, oh shit, I better look at some quotes and figure out which one we're doing.
What's a quote that I should use?
We normally do not pick it first. We are definitely, it's 100%
before
always
the movie.
after we record.
Yeah, no, this was as soon as we saw the beers.
As
like,
soon
this
as
is the
Bo
title.
said he wanted to do Rookie of the Year, I said, I know the title.
Right.
It's gotta be Funky Butt Lovin'.
Did he just say funky butt lovin'?
Goddamn right he did. Dude, I love the whole moment. I love that it's funky
that
butt
poor
loving.
doctor's fucking
I
nose,
love that.
just
I love that Clark had to say. Did he just say that?
I like when they're leaving after
dude.
like the mom's like, I'm so sorry, and they're leaving. Fucking George is just like, why'd you hit him in the nose?
I didn't. Do you even hear him?
I didn't mean.
Yes,
to.
dude. I thought it's so. Dude, it was so funny. I'm gonna need to see you guys back here in 3 weeks.
Still,
Whatever happened to that?
We
don't see that.
No, we don't. Hey, because he started playing baseball.
I know, but
and the doctor would have been like, "Hey, I can fix this."
Well, the doctor didn't want to see him no more.
I guess he broke his fucking nose. Little bastard.
Again, this was so much fun. Mom proving, Mary proving how cool she fucking is.
Yeah, man. Happy
she
cast
says,
off day.
Happy cat. What is this, Mom? Just look at it.
Fucking Cubbies tickets.
We're gonna see the Cubbies again. Not
3 of them, not just for him, for his friends too,
and not for her.
Yeah, just
she's
going.
letting 3 12-year-olds ride the train
all the way
to
to
Wrigley
in Chicago, which is like downtown
by
Chicago.
themselves to watch the game. By the coolest
90s
fucking yeah, I mean, it's a mixture.
Yeah,
even in '93, this is a mixture.
A little bit.
There were a lot of parents that still might have been like, this was after Adam Walsh. This was after John Walsh's son had been kidnapped. Parents already might have been like, "Whoa, a baseball game? A major league?
I'm gonna drop you off and pick you up, maybe."
Right?
Like that was the thing.
But
you didn't just get to run down. That's more of a 70s kind of thing.
This was cool, dude. Like she
they're
got
on the train
so many
and
cool
shit.
points for this. They get to the game, dude. They're having a great time. They're watching the man, dude.
Dude, the Rocket, Chet Stedman, the fucking
what a
man.
name, dude. Chet. That sounds like a porn name. Like it's not like sexual, but I don't know why. Chet Stedman in my head. That sounds porn.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't it?
Sounds like a guy.
It's like
with
it's
a
almost
big
Chet
dick, doesn't it?
Studman, maybe.
Chet
right?
Studman. Yes.
It's like maybe that's why.
No, that's it. That's the fucking porn name. Chet Studman. With the big, huge horse cock.
Whenever I hear the name, I'm always like, Chet Stedman, dude, you sound like you are in the wrong business right now. That's why he likes to go by Rocket. Whatever.
Yeah, there it is. Watch the rocket go up, man.
But yeah, we see him. He's hitting. This is the time where we hear the announcer making the joke because the guy hits the ball and he's like, "Well, that must officially make that guy's hitting average 300."
Yeah.
It's
just
about
like
how many people we have in the stands.
Because there's nobody.
Nobody, dude.
There's
nobody.
and they're all in like little pockets, just all over the place of 3s and 4s.
But
the fat guy catches that ball.
Everybody else throw it back.
Yeah, because apparently the opposing team, we don't keep their ball. We throw that shit back.
This is real.
Is it really?
It's not for all major league. This is specifically to the Cubs and Wrigley Field. It used to be a thing that if a opponent's team hit the ball, a home run, you didn't keep it.
Fuck your ball.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Fatty can't fucking throw. It just beams off the fucking side of the fucking rail right there.
The fence, yeah, dude. Fucking Henry. I could throw better than that. I don't know about you, but I swear as a kid, I remember the movie being different. I don't know if it's maybe a different cut for modern audiences. I remember the fat man yelling at him after he did it, being like, "Oh yeah, let's see it." And then that's why he
And
gets.
then
That's why he's so mad when he does
throws
throw
the ball.
it.
Maybe with TV cut, you think?
No, because again, we watched it on a streaming service. This would be 100% like it offended an audience type of cut, right? It wouldn't be. They don't have to cut for time.
That's true.
But I swear I remember there being the part where he does yell back at them. He did
He
hear
does say
them
it loud, and the dude's only like 15 feet away.
Well, and again,
I could throw better than
well,
that.
and I feel like his overreaction makes a lot more sense if we see the fact that he heard it and acknowledged it, right? Like he knew that kid had already said that and then beats him.
That makes more sense.
I agree.
There's a scene missing.
But again, this is so fun because this lets us see a few things before we get the next hit. We finally get to meet Mr. Carson, the owner. I fucking love Mr. Carson.
I do too.
My only thing is, I want to believe that Mr. Carson has always been this way, but the movie kind of sets it up like it's like dementia on setting. No, I want to believe he's always been this cool.
He's just a giant kid.
Right? I want to believe that.
I think he doesn't even give a shit about baseball. He bought the team to get free Cracker Jacks.
And hot dogs.
Because he brings it up all the time. Hot dogs and Cracker Jack. This part right here. He's like, I got the decoder ring. Look.
Hey, dude, that was a prized possession.
It was like one in like every 200 boxes or something.
One of the hard.
Yeah,
well, no,
really hard.
The hardest prize to get is the engagement ring, which
I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's just a plastic ring with a fake jewel.
I know, but still.
How do you not know that's a thing? That's in Bill and Ted 2.
Oh,
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is what they proposed to the princesses with.
The
Cracker Jacks
God
engagement
damn
rings.
it.
Pop culture eluded you on that one.
I did.
But yeah, I love Mr. Carson. I wish we could have seen more of Mr. Carson.
Yeah, he needed more stuff.
Because he's fun.
Just more random scenes of him doing shit. That's all we needed.
When we see Mr. Carson, though, we also see the douche of all douche. Again, as much as I hate Jack, I do really...
He is the actual bad guy.
Fish is he's also the instigator.
Yeah.
Like, Jack is horrible. But some of the worst things Jack does, he wouldn't have done if Fish wasn't pushing the buttons. That doesn't make... I mean, I'm not trying to say
Jack is corruptible.
Yes.
He is the corruptee.
Yes. Which, again, like, I'm not saying that makes Jack less bad. No, Jack is just as bad as he always is. It just makes this guy worse, right?
Jack is weak of moral compass.
And again, this guy worse.
This guy has none at all.
Yeah, because he's the one that's like, fuck, I see you want to stop. Let me tell you, we don't stop. We finish.
We don't. It's fucking good. And right here, he's just like, what do you mean I'm on the verge of me getting the team and stuff? I'm about to lose it.
Well, we have to sell out every seat for every game the rest of the season.
Or the whole franchise is gone. So they'd have to sell it to another city or something?
Yes. Yep.
Fuck.
We officially see that things are rough and things got to get better.
Yeah.
Perfect timing for the next moment. We see our kids, they're yelling at Chet. This is the give me the hot stinky Limburger this time.
Limburger. It's cheddar later. It's Limburger.
Well, it was cheddar earlier and later. He said cheddar to the kid at the game. The kid. He said it to the kid. Yeah. But it's always some kind of hot stinky cheese. Where does this come from?
I don't know. Me and my sister used to eat Limburger when we were kids, and we tried it much later as an adult, and we were like, "What the?
It is stinky.
Fuck!
You have to hold your nose.
I don't know. We used to eat it all the time. I don't know how.
But my question is, why does hot and stinky mean a good pitch?
Because it's got that heat, baby.
Well, but that's
got
hot.
That fire.
But why does the stink?
Because the
stinky cheeses don't taste hot.
You ever smelled hot leather?
But what does that have to do with the stinky cheese?
Because I don't know. Hang on. I will try to logic this. Give me a week. I'll come back to this.
We got to go back to the 90s. And if you want to hear my reasoning, I'll tell you. But I don't think it's right. But I'll tell you one that at least fits the 90s. In the 90s, we still had phrases like maybe stank.
Oh, yeah.
You want to put that stank on the pitch.
Yeah.
Which would make it a hot, stinky
cheese
pitch.
Yeah.
And so in a white vernacular, you might get hot, stinky cheese.
Called it a white vernacular.
What would you say?
No, it's perfect. I got nothing for it. It's just Just like a
You know what
like the
we don't-
stand-up comedians.
Don't
and shit.
elaborate. We know what we meant. Once you start elaborating is when you might cross the line into saying something that's offensive. Right now we're okay. I said it in a very politically correct way.
They're all already offended. You know.
Doesn't matter. It was politically correct. I didn't say it in any kind of way that meant to offend. I said it in a way that, well, if anything, I said it in a way that offends Henry.
Please direct all heat toward me. It's fine.
I said it in a way that offends Henry. If anything, he's the one that he's the one that is speaking in a very white vernacular. He can't help himself.
Yeah, it would be easier to just say put some stank on.
Now,
it,
my
wouldn't it?
question though is both, like you've already said, before and later, it's cheddar. Most cheddars aren't stinky.
No, they smell good.
Why is that the one he uses?
Old cheese? He found it like he's.
I don't
like
know.
His mom left
Like
the cheddar in
Limburger
there.
makes sense. Maybe,
Yeah, 'cause that's-
maybe certain blue cheeses they got some funk to
dude,
them,
yeah,
right?
dude. Fucking blue cheese is gross.
What's the one from England? Stilton. Stilton.
Yeah.
That's a smelly cheese.
Yeah, it is.
Stinking Bishop, because I know a lot about weird cheeses. Yeah, on that note, we will move past this. We don't want to make people sick. But again, they brought us here. Hot
Yeah,
stinky
it's their
cheese.
fault. Hot stinky cheese.
But yeah, so he sees this. This was great. Stedman, when he hears them yelling, and he fucked the pitch up.
Yeah, he did.
But even though he fucked the pitch up, the look he turned around and gave those kids,
like it was all their fault.
like you fucking sons of
fuckers.
bitches. But then they catch the ball.
Yeah.
Well, they don't catch.
Well, they don't catch it. It goes up into bleachers, and
but
George
they get
gets
the
it.
ball. No, George, my hero.
I love
George
this.
said what I would have said.
This shit's on cable. I'm not fucking it up.
You want me to do this on national television?
I'm not looking like a pansy. Here, you
Fuck
do
a bunch
it.
of you, Clark.
Fuck you.
Clark,
I'm
the
not
same
screwing
thing.
it up.
I'm gonna be the spaz.
No.
No, Henry, without a thought, dude. He didn't even hesitate. He
I
said,
guess I'm doing it.
with again, God bless Thomas Ian Nichols, dude. The way he delivered that line, like so happy. He was like, okay.
Yeah. I'll happily chuck there. Prove this fat bastard back here from
Again,
the
making
scene we
me
don't
feel
get.
like,
Yeah.
yes, again, making me feel like that's further proof of why he did it, right?
The second he whips it back,
You
though,
hear the noise.
His face changed.
Well, and
like,
you hear it.
The
Why did they give it to us twice, but then not give it to us every time, man? I know we talked
was
about
it
it.
expensive? You think for '93?
There's no way. It's a sound effect. They just got hit. They just got hit loop.
That's fair. I don't know. They bitch about shit being expensive all the time.
Yeah, but that's like real. Like visual effects back in the day were expensive. Sound effects. I mean, sound effects have been cheap since we've been able to since we've had computers good enough to just say move this file.
Yeah, it's called a soundboard.
Right. And in 93,
Every YouTuber has one.
Well, and in 93 they still had like, it was not maybe on the computer itself, but it was still like digitally done on
yeah,
the
no,
thing.
I know. We Mom's old computer, I had like all the Doom.
Yeah.
Shit,
So again,
I'm here
I'm
to chew bubble
standing
gum.
by that in 93 it was not difficult for them to repeat the sound as many times as they needed. I want to bring up that this pitch to me is the pitch that like you really have to break it as an adult. As a kid, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You just watch and you're having fun. I remember just watching and having. We have addressed this several times.
Complete
the older we get,
dismissal of logic.
the older we get, the harder it is for me and you to watch these type of movies.
I know, because this is like that wouldn't work.
And not break down the logic.
Just a cynical adult comes out.
Now, on that, I think I have the answer for us because I have logic that helps us make this make sense and explain the whole movie.
Yay!
Right? Because again, it wouldn't make sense for him to be able to throw this way, but the rest of the movie, they're pretty much just normal
yeah,
fastballs.
they're like adult pitches, like a
Just like an
190 mile an hour
again,
fastball.
it's shocking to come. Well,
'Cause he's
109,
12.
not 190. This one is 190 because that's but not human.
No,
This one, not human.
this is a cannon shot.
The rest of the movie, though, it's like he's just pitching like again,
adult.
like a Cal
Like
Ripken.
a high.
It's a Cal Ripken Jr.
Yeah.
Or-
Oh no, who is the guy for the Braves?
Nolan Ryan,
Yeah.
right? Like it is just a normal pitcher style pitch, right? Like that's what we have here. The rest of the movie after this pitch,
Yeah.
we get that though. We just get like. It's crazy for a 12-year-old to do it because he's 12,
Yeah.
but not crazy for a human to do it.
Chet's doing it in his prime.
Right,
Like
like-
he's throwing that way.
It's just weird because he's 12. But this one,
This is magic.
this is insane.
This is a 400-yard fucking cannon.
and
Just-
he never matches, right? He never matches
never
this
again
pitch
does
again.
this pitch.
This is my explanation for you. we already heard from the doctor when he broke his nose.
Funky butt weapon.
Those tendons are overhealed, and it's just like they're super tense, right?
Yeah.
So if there's a tension involved, right? This is the first time since the second it came out of the cast he's ever snapped.
Yeah.
And we heard
he does. He snaps it back. It wasn't like a slow stretch.
I venture to tell you it's because this is the tightest those tendons are.
Yep.
And after the first time, again,
yeah, I
it's loosened up.
It's
to
like
where,
a catapult fucking
Yes.
string. It's gonna like
the
you gotta
first
keep
time you use it, it's
retightening
really
it.
good, but sooner or later, it's not hitting as hard, right?
I agree. That's
And
good.
so after this, we start getting slightly more normal pitches. By the time he gets to the league, fully normal pitch,
yeah,
right?
'Cause
He
it's-
uses
'cause
all
it's
the
loosened up at this
he's
point.
used all the superhuman ones here.
that 400-mile-an-hour one.
Like
that was
this
it.
one with his friends in a minute, the ones he shows off to the
Yeah.
coach, those are the ones that bring him down to normal human level. Again, crazy for a 12-year-old. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to downplay it, but normal human.
It's nice and loose at this point.
But
this is
this
as fast
one-
as it's gonna go.
Yeah, this one, crazy, dude. Because he, like you said,
He's in the cheap fucking seats, and the
He's
way
way
like,
back.
back behind center field. It's the full
well, again,
length
if
of
you're
the
in
fucking
seats,
stadium.
if you're in seats that count as home run, not foul ball,
yeah,
you're as far away from the batting
those
stand.
two little flags.
Yeah, you're as far away as you can be, right? Like we can
Mhm.
agree. Like that's literally what that means. Because if you were closer, you'd be on the other side of the flag.
Yeah.
They were in home run territory. That's why they had to throw it back.
because it was the other
Opposing
team's
team home run.
Because I feel so bad. Fucking Rockets throwing that ball. You hear him like scream when he fucking throws it. Like, God damn it! Ah, I feel
Dude.
you, brother. I feel you right here. I got
Henry
the same
throws
problem.
this ball like we already said. It is 400 yards.
and it hurts the
Dude,
the
look.
catcher catches it and he's like, God.
Every one of those
Damn.
people were like, it was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from the stands. No, here's what I want to tell you. If they're saying that, it's because, again, there's a radar at the front.
Yeah.
It was 90 there,
Yeah, where it went across the plate.
right? Which means that if you were actually
It's
pitching,
easy 250.
if you were pitching mound distance from the catcher,
Yeah.
it would have been way faster because it slows the further it
Yeah,
goes.
if you were
Wind
right on
resistance,
the yeah, dude,
makes
and
us-
gravity,
Yeah.
you know, all that shit, physics.
So again, if he pitched that same pitch, right, we saw right there,
It's like
from the
it's
mound
like a
to the
300-mile-an-hour fastball, dude.
and so that's what I'm saying. We
Would have
don't
killed the pitcher.
the rest of the movie. That's not what we see. It is normal
Poor-
human
Poor
level
bastard
pitching.
takes the fucking ball straight in the chest and just dies from a crushed sternum.
Now that being said, this was so much fun. Bring me that arm. It's a kid.
What do you mean it's a kid?
It's a small young person. I love that
It's a
he
small
defined.
Young person.
I love that he defined kid. What is it? What do you
Right.
mean, kid?
It's
A small, little, young person.
His name's Henry. That's all I've got. And then
The
the light bulb. You see it. He's like, oh,
you know what would get asses in
a
seats?
gimmick.
That would get
Everyone loves a gimmick, man.
that would get asses in seats.
especially if he actually does perform. Like,
Right?
I mean,
Well,
you can hire any
You can, well,
12-year-old.
if he can't perform, that's only one day.
Yep.
You get one time where people are like, "Oh, he didn't do it," and then they
Yep.
go home.
It's called
But
hot
if he
shotting.
can, that's asses in seats
Yeah, it
the
is.
whole fucking season. And that's exactly what Fish knew. I mean, right now, Fish technically
I
hasn't
get
done
it.
anything wrong. This
There-
was just good business.
Yeah, I get it. From where he's standing right now, he's not that bad. He's going broke. He's got to do something.
Well, in every baseball, they even make the joke
Yeah.
later on in the movie. Are you just a gimmick? People do things
yeah,
like this.
prove it. Prove
right?
you can actually
So
pitch.
again, this is not, he's not doing anything crazy. This is what any other owner would have done, or manager. He's a manager, right? The other dude's the owner.
yeah.
So he's got to be managing and something. Because he is making
assistant owner.
Well, he's making decisions, which is why I would imagine he's not the coach.
Yeah,
Coach is coach.
yeah, that's
so he's
Sal.
the team manager, right? Like
yeah, something.
he's employed by the owner to make sure
employed.
decisions are
He's
made.
his- He's his uncle. It's a nepo.
Well, no, he's
fucking
employed
shit.
because later we
Yeah.
see him give him a demotion.
I love it. Fucking selling hot dogs.
But so yeah, I mean, this was great though. We just want to defend. Later on, he makes some bad calls.
Yeah, right now
This is a
it's
normal
a sound
call.
business decision.
This is what any other
Yeah.
manager / owner would have done in this position.
Let's bring the little people wrestlers out and pop a crowd.
My
get some asses in here.
favorite part of the whole thing, wrapping that part up though, was John Candy. There's more talent in the stands than there is
on the field,
dude.
And that's the whole problem here. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
I was like, shut up. You can't get a better line. That was great, dude. I'd like to think he wrote that one.
Yeah, that was
You know what I mean?
ad-libbed.
Like,
he threw that in.
I love John Candy, and I don't think he's the kind of genius that was like, guys, you guys wrote some good
Abso-fucking-lutely.
stuff, but I got one. I got one you're gonna love.
Oh, fuck, I guarantee you half of all the shit he says was that way. They just turned the camera on. It was like, be a sports announcer.
Well,
Go.
we already addressed he like walked on essentially,
yeah.
so maybe.
Did he even get paid?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he got paid. It wasn't one of those. We've encountered those on IMDb where they
where
were
don't even take a
uncredited because
check.
they didn't get paid. Yeah.
Who was it on 10 Cloverfield?
Dude.
Called in as the boyfriend.
Oh,
Bradley
Bradley
Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably didn't get paid because he was just calling.
No, he's just calling.
This was definitely a lot of fun. This led to this was the most Sandlot moment of the movie when you see the friends dressed up in the couch body armor to catch the ball. I don't know why.
There's a colander on his fucking head and shit.
Seeing that gave me Sandlot vibes.
Yeah.
Right? Like seeing that one moment. It's singular. It's so short of a time.
You can't afford the equipment, so you just tie a pillow
It felt
to you.
like I was like, we're watching a Sandlot scene right
Totally.
here, right? But yeah, they're letting him pitch. The friends are like, dude, this is insane. But
I
they
don't
had to
know about
cover
this,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
Right when he's about to let loose, Mom shows up and he's like, Mom, check this out.
And they're like not ready
Yeah,
anymore.
they're
like
no,
they've
no,
let
no.
their guard down and he just launches
Henry,
it.
Stop. Henry, no.
Whoosh.
They jump out of the way. Shatters that window,
That
dude.
house was a good fucking 150
Oh,
yards
dude.
away too, man. It's like a tiny
But again,
house
I
in the
want to say
background.
that explosion wasn't the kind of explosion where the glass like shattered both directions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which at 400 miles an hour, like the first bit,
Like,
like we're
we're down to like 250.
like
We're
seeing a slowdown.
We're loosening up.
I feel like even if we wouldn't have got the thing at the end, at some point,
Yeah,
this
if he
was,
hadn't
this
have
was
fell,
finite.
if
right?
he hadn't have fell, like eventually it would have just like loosened
What,
itself up.
Parabolic.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Would've
sooner or
arced,
later it would have
and then it
came
would have declined.
and started sloping back down to normal levels.
Yeah.
And we see.
I mean, the game's got to end at some time, man.
Mom though shits her fucking self when she sees
What
it.
the fuck was that?
I want to posit to you, she did not at first shit herself because how crazy it was,
because he
but
broke
because
a
she
window.
had to pay for a
Shit,
window.
That's what I thought.
Because
too.
they are a poor family.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's pissed because of the window, but Jack's over here like, oh, I can make so much
She's
money.
She's a small business owner who pays rent for a building.
Yeah.
I promise you, her take home's not big.
No,
She's making ends meet.
yeah, $450 maybe.
And she's paying on this. There's no way she owns
Yeah,
the
there's
house
got to
outright.
be a mortgage on that
or
fucking
rent.
house.
She's either
Yeah.
renting or there's a mortgage.
It's more than likely rent in Chicago.
Oh yeah, I doubt she owns that thing.
No,
right?
Definitely not. So like,
again, like
she's barely getting food,
Mary is doing the best she can,
which is why maybe she's dating the guy with money.
I was right to say, which is a good time to bring
no
that up.
shade. Get that bag,
Well,
princess. Hell yeah.
That's a good time to bring this up because that's what we see now, right? Like after the pitch outside, we see him on the phone.
Yep.
Already being the shadiest
On
motherfucker.
their phone. Didn't even wait till he got home. He went in the house and called the Cubs like, I got that kid. I got the kid you're looking for.
Well, here's the thing. I don't even know. Was it that he called them or did they find Henry and he was the one who answered?
I don't know because it seems like
we don't see the beginning. We don't know.
it doesn't. They don't really answer that because they don't seem to know who he is
He
when
is.
they get
That's
there.
so that's why I feel like it could be the other
Because
way.
Sal shows up here in a minute and he's like, maybe I'm looking for
your dad, right? So that's why I feel like maybe he just answered the phone.
He was waiting for it. Jack, why are you still here? It's like 10:30 at night.
Just trust me.
Just hang on. Wait a minute.
Just trust me.
A little faith. I will make us or me so much money. I might cut you in if you're nice.
He's not making deals yet, but he is setting it up to where he will be the one
Yep.
who gets to make the deals, right?
Yeah.
Like you can tell that. He's making sure that
I'm
Mary
I'm gonna be the middleman.
he didn't want Mary to be home when the coach showed
Yeah,
up.
because he doesn't
He
even
wanted to be the one who showed up when the coach
he
showed
doesn't
up.
even tell her about it when he calls her. He's just like, "Don't worry about it."
Well,
It's
then
fine.
again, we see the coach come to the house.
And he
It's the next
rolls
thing.
up in his tiny little car. He has to roll out.
Look, before he even rolls up, though, can we address this? This is the saddest moment in the movie. It plays so quickly that you don't even get a chance to really process it. See, look, you don't even know what I'm
I
talking
don't know
about.
what you're talking about.
When he gets to the door, and look, you've already even said it. He gets to the door and he says, "I'm looking for Henry Rowengartner." The only time he got the name right, other than later.
Other than later.
Well, no, he doesn't get it right now. He says something wrong, and then
Wait, hang on.
Henry says, "Dude, if you want me to look it up, IMDb has a list in order from chronologically of all the wrong names he says. So if you want, when we're finished, I'll look that up real quick, and we'll just go a rundown. So don't worry about it. I've got some of them. I got my favorites. I didn't write this one.
Henry Rowenfooter.
Okay, so he says Henry Rowenfooter, and he goes, "You mean Rowengartner?" "Yeah, sure." "Well, that's me. I'm Henry." "No, I guess I'm looking for your dad." The saddest moment, dude. Henry literally looks at him when he says that and goes, "My dad?" Because he doesn't know his dad.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
And he was like,
that went
"You're
right
looking for my dad?
That went right.
You know my dad?"
Do you? Like, do you know who
That's
he is?
how it felt.
Tell me who my dad
Well,
is.
again, like, because he doesn't know this is the coach of the Cubs yet. He literally just thinks a guy.
Sal by the neck. You tell me. Did you know
Right?
him?
Well, because again, he just thinks a guy showed up to his house, is looking for someone. As far as we know,
he went out for milk 12 years ago.
No, listen. As far as we know, we don't know if he knows his dad's name.
Yeah.
Like, we know that his mom tells him stories. We know he knows the truth that he ran away when she was pregnant. We never get confirmation that he knows his father's name. So we don't know.
Is he named after his dad?
This is what I'm saying
Yeah,
to
that's
you.
a good fucking
So
point.
that's why it's the saddest moment. This dude who he doesn't know
Surely not.
shows up to his door, says, "I'm looking for Henry Rowengartner, must be your dad," and he doesn't know what's happening, and he thinks, "You know my dad?"
Now I'm sad.
I can't believe you didn't see it.
I'm
dude.
kind of glad that Jack showed up in a second.
Listen to me.
With his rolling out of the car to kind of break that up.
Listen to me.
Fuck.
I want you to go back and watch it again, because if you watch it again, pay attention to Thomas Ian Nichols. He plays the scene that way. He plays it like he's like, "Dad? You know Dad?"
I'm gonna cry now.
Dude, you gotta, because again, this is one of those, like we said, Daniel Stern had other motives in this whole thing. I feel like that's on purpose, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it might have been.
because he doesn't have that protective figure.
That's right.
And what happens? Like, you've already set it up.
Immediately after,
Jack shows up. The the shitty,
douche who's gonna just like take
sell
advantage,
you away for
right?
everything.
I will sell you to anybody for the highest
right
bidder.
after Henry has this like breakdown of
God
you
damn
know
it.
my dad. Again, so this
All
is
right, that's a C for me on
well,
this episode.
well, and I want to bring it up only because we know that's why he did it, and maybe that's why he filmed that.
Yeah,
Like again, he knew Fox was like, we want a kids movie, and so he found the little
tiny ways to get that over.
Tell me that doesn't feel like a good way to put
Yeah,
a little
it's
like
a little too subtle, man. I would have played that up more. I missed it, and I fucking missed it. A lot of people probably did.
Oh, dude, I didn't notice it till one of my last times watching
see,
it.
you gotta watch
again, I've got children, so the last few weeks I've been watching this. So like, and they play baseball. Yeah. Well, they play baseball. Both of them are in some form of baseball. So yeah, like this is up there. And when they found out we were doing it, that was done. They said, "Well, I'm definitely watching it again."
And probably any other ones that we do.
But so yeah, Jack shows up. Jack is like, oh, wait. Yes, this is Henry Rowengartner. You're gonna be blown away. This is wild to me though, because it definitely lets us know Sal got sent here by Fish without being told
he was
that Henry was a kid.
He just go scout this guy I heard about,
right?
It's like
even though Fish knew,
because that was probably on the phone conversation. He knew because dude fucking told him. That's right.
Yeah, he knew it was a kid. But so then
I'm
Sal
drunk,
is
I
just
forget
like,
shit.
I think this is crazy. I think you're wrong.
They would
And,
go to the
and
park.
dude, this is the only time Jack did something decent. He said, trust me,
Yeah.
wait till you see it.
So maybe, possibly, there was like a chance.
No, there wasn't. This
that
was
he could be a
no,
good guy.
No, there was never that chance.
And like not take
you
advantage.
can't have one redemption
I know.
against like 35 horrible moves.
I know. This was his turning
Well,
point.
even
Like
if
he
you-
could have been
No, listen,
so nice
listen.
here.
Even if
this would have been
look,
the pivot point.
one redemption could maybe make up for it, but it can't be before the other shitty
yeah,
moves.
that's right.
It has to be the last move, right? Like, if it's before other shitty moves, you didn't learn your lesson.
He felt so bad for the thought of taking care of this poor kid, of taking advantage of this poor kid.
This
He
was
immediately had to make up for
no,
it.
but this was great. They go out to a random. I'm gonna guess the little league field.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I thought.
To pitch. We don't even get to like. This is how cool it was. We don't even get a montage of multiple pitches. We see the scene of one pitch.
Yep.
And Sal said,
Fuck
me running.
103. Let's
All
go.
right, I guess he's on the team.
And then Fish and Jack are over talking. He's like, the manager gets 10%.
You know,
right?
I want you.
It's gonna be you, man.
This was
You're
where
gonna
the
make some
beginning
money.
of Fish, like we just offended him. We just spent
Yeah.
like 5 minutes trying to be like,
He's just trying to save the franchise.
this is how short of a time it
Yep.
takes for him to be the bad
5
guy.
minutes.
He officially becomes the bad guy when
Right
he
here.
is telling a dude who has no legal connection to this child,
At all.
I want you to be the person legally responsible for his decisions.
Sure.
You make it happen
I'm
for
just
me.
his mom's kind of boyfriend.
Kind of boyfriend. I wouldn't even say they're that serious.
Yeah, because she...
despite his gifts.
Yeah, she seems super reluctant to even kiss the guy.
Man, dude, I'm telling you right now. It was rough.
Yeah.
But he's like, I got this. And she was reluctant, but he did get her to sign on.
Yep.
The next thing we see is the way into the... Well, no. We do get to hear the moment. Hey, Henry, what do you think about being a member of the Cubs?
That's great.
I'm going to have to ask my mom.
He's got to ask his mom. He's got to ask his fucking mom. Are you serious? I heard like the
Yeah.
Italian come out
Yeah.
of that guy. He's like,
But
"Are you
so
fucking
she
kidding
definitely,
me?"
she was a little leery, but she definitely said yes. And so then the next thing we see, though, is his way into the press conference.
It's a fucking circus, dude. And she's like, you did not tell me
It was going to be like
anything
this.
about like this.
The press conference was short, sweet, and perfect, though, right? Like,
Bullshit.
no.
The press is like, bullshit, prove it.
He said, dude, Henry said, I'll do it.
Yeah, fuck
Give
you.
me a ball.
If you look, it looks like he's about to throw it right back at
Oh,
that
dude, he
fucking
would've.
guy. Just beam him right in the skull.
If Fish wouldn't have stopped him, that would have went through that giant fucking camera
Oh, yeah,
lens
dude.
in the background. The one that was like made to shoot space pictures.
Right, with the huge telescoping lens on it.
But yeah.
Fish
dude,
is super smart though here.
no,
dude.
he's
He's like, dude, fuck you. I'm not giving this shit away on free TV. You want to see it? You got to
you
buy
come
a
to
ticket.
Wrigley. Come to Wrigley. You want to see it? That's where you can see it.
Works.
It was genius.
We get a
Sold out.
Sold
Sold out. Man
house,
did what he needed to do. Perfect.
And they're chanting for him. They are ready. They want Henry in this fucking game.
So we get to see Henry come to the park. First time. He gets to go. Mom's taking him up. She's
None
like
of the
trying to
other
go in
Cub-
with him.
None of the other Cub moms are gonna be
None
there.
of the other players' moms go in with them. You grew up on me so fast.
I fucking calm down, lady. All right.
I love that his friends were like, I don't care where she goes. I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I'm going with
Henry."
you, man. Let's do this.
They get to the door. This was so fun.
The Wizard of Oz door.
knock,
'Cause
knock,
it is,
knock,
it's
knock.
a giant
Yes.
double door.
No, and it
with
opens.
The Cub
It
symbols,
opens with the cup
with
symbol.
the little yes.
Oh, dude, it was.
He like quotes the lines from Wizard of Oz.
it was
too.
perfect.
Well, that's a
He
horse
said-
of a
He
different
said,
color.
"I need to get in." Why do you think you can get in? Well, I'm
Henry Rowengartner.
I'm the new pitcher. Oh, well, that's a horse of a different color, isn't it? Come on
And
in.
then they automatically open up on like pistons. The
When he
old
has
man-
to still be on the fucking ladder.
Yeah, like the old man did not open these doors. They just opened.
So perfect, dude. And then literally, like the fucking George and Clark are about to walk in. He's-
Players
whoa,
only.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Y'all stay here.
Where Henry's going.
No man can go. But
Just Henry.
yeah, you are. in
Sorry,
the house.
boys. Sorry, boys.
Bye, guys. Bye. Goodbye. Bye.
Like when he walks into this locker room, what? Most of the players didn't care, dude. He yells his, "Hey guys," and they all are like one brief second of quiet, right back to it.
Yeah, they're just gonna look at him.
Nobody
right,
was
whatever.
like, "Fuck you, get out of here."
They're just like, whatever. Oh, the gimmicks here.
That's what I was gonna say. They're used to a gimmick being signed on, right?
They're just trying to fucking get people to watch the game.
It's okay, whatever.
Look at him, he's tiny.
He's walking back through the fucking locker room. I can't believe you're here.
Fanboying.
And you're here?
Dude, oh
I
my
love
God.
you. Gets to Chet.
The Rocket.
Dude, the Rock,
The
I can't believe it's you. Can you sign this ball for me?
I don't sign
Can you
autographs.
No, wait. Can you sign it? The Rocket? I feel like, dude, if he wouldn't have said that.
The Rocket, he
he
probably
could have
would
gotten the
if he'd have been
signature.
able to sign Chet Steadman. Yeah.
But he said, "Can you sign it? Rocket?"
No. Get away from me. I don't do that anymore.
Rightfully so, because right now this is a
grunt-
bruise to his ego.
Grumpy old veteran that's wounded.
Right? It's a bruise to his ego because he's like, I know I'm not that guy.
I'm not that guy anymore.
I don't want to sign that because I know it's not true.
Part of me in the back of my head appreciates your childlike wonder of what I still
this is
I
the
used
part
to be.
where this is the part where like you have to get outside of yourself, right? Like you have to be able to be like, look, I can know I'm going down, but I need to respect that this kid sees me as I always was.
Nah, fuck him.
Well,
Fuck
that's
that
how
kid.
Stedman
Fuck
takes
that
it.
kid. I ain't signing
And
shit.
that's wild to me. I do appreciate the next scene though when he gets taken to his locker. It's time to put on. I love the excitement when he sees his uniform. He's like, "Sweet!" And then he sees the two adult bodies next to him.
His fucking big dick sitting next to him. He's just like, I feel inadequate now. I'm like,
Yes.
bro, you're 12. Come on.
Don't feel bad. Like,
yeah, there's no way.
you probably haven't even dropped your balls.
right. Like,
dude.
it's
like
you
calm
still got
it down.
time. Don't worry
And
about
judging
it.
by the voice squeak, that's 100%.
It still hasn't happened.
Yeah.
I like how did you notice his uniform is
One.
too fucking big for
And
him?
did you see the? Well, no, the uniform is roughly the right size. The hat.
Yeah, the
It is
hat.
the hat.
Really bad.
The hat is a full size hat. The uniform is roughly the right size.
It's the
I mean,
smallest they could
it's
do.
definitely not an adult's uniform.
Yeah.
It is just slightly bigger than him. The hat, though, is an adult's hat. The reason I have a problem with this is because as soon as we see him in the adult size hat, they show us people going into the stadium, including children. Wearing officially
Hats.
licensed
Yes.
Cubs hats that fit their head.
Nope.
Meaning the Cubs have officially licensed hats that would fit Henry's head.
No, he didn't get one. Fucking. He
They
has to,
couldn't
He has
go-
to have the Dumbo
They,
ears.
they couldn't go to the souvenir shop
No,
and pick up the hat that,
that
fits
would
his
have been.
head.
That's like 100 yards that way. Fucking janitor from Scrubs would have had to do it.
I honestly don't know why that bothered me as bad as it did, but it really did. Like I saw that
There's a baby with a fucking
a hat that fits.
that fit.
That's officially licensed. Looks just like their hats on the field.
Exact same hat.
I don't know why it insulted me so bad.
Make him seem smaller, maybe,
But it-
like from a director's
Dude, like
standpoint.
on a deep level, that hurt my feelings when I saw that. I was like, God damn, Henry
Give him
didn't
a
deserve
giant
that.
hat.
Henry didn't deserve that. That's all I'm saying, dude. No, this was fun. We finally get to see Henry. He's out on the field. People are like, there's that kid, dude.
Yep.
There's that kid. We do still see some Chet, right? Chet's pitching
Yeah,
first.
Chet's pitching first, but he's. I mean, I feel bad for him because he like half screams every time he throws that ball.
Well, and
man.
it's just like we seen the first time, right? Like he's pitching balls that are
easy to hit,
and
not that
he's
fast.
well, and he's later on we see him do that, but we still see some plays happen.
yeah,
He's doing this. No one's expecting it to be bad, so they're not trying to make plays, right?
Yeah.
Like the dude's throw me the fastball, and he can't do it,
yeah.
but he's expecting it, and so the plays don't match up.
So
It's
he's
not
just
good.
kind of like standing there on the
Yeah.
mound with his thumb up his ass,
Basically.
and everybody's booing him,
I
except for my boy Henry. He's still shouting that
give
encouragement.
me that. Well, encouragement. We know it's encouragement.
It seems it's
Rocket does not see it that way.
very distracting.
And when he hears the hot, stinky cheddar, the look he turns around with is
What?
100%. Are you that kid? Are you the one?
fucking one
I
from
fucking
earlier?
remember that. You're that kid?
fucking asshole, you fucked up that last pitch that I fucking threw.
But yeah.
Shut the hell up.
The main issue I have with this whole like scene playing out was how douchey Fish and Jack are in the owner's box.
Yeah, dude, like every time you're
Booing
a
him,
bum, you're a hack.
Booing him. No one
boo.
else can hear you. You're just sounding like an asshole.
Fucking Henry's mom's like looking at him like, what the fuck?
Right? I
think this was the part, like the beginning of her being like,
no,
you're
definitely,
an asshole.
I hated like it.
Yeah, dude. I'm like,
Again,
dude,
I'm not a
fuck
sports
you, man.
guy, and that hurt my feelings.
Well,
I was like, you guys are shitty.
Well, Henry tells us later, like it's common knowledge he had shoulder surgery.
Yes,
and
no, I
all
know,
this
no,
shit.
yeah.
Like, so they should.
I hate that we don't hear that until the end of the movie.
Yeah,
I hate it.
yeah.
Because it would have made so much more sense to hear that now, so we didn't also.
Like,
Like, I don't.
Sucks.
Well, I don't feel that way, and I didn't. But I can see how easily it would be for someone to feel that way.
yeah, because that's what they're saying. Like,
Right?
oh, he's just washed up.
But if
and
we
done,
knew the surgery
right?
away, you would never think
It's
that.
like, oh, he's
You
still,
would know he's trying
he's
his
still
best
not
to reach that. Yes.
right?
Fuck it.
Injuries are bullshit, man. It can take a long time to get better.
But so they say finally they call down, and I'm fine with the call down and take him out of the game. I'm not okay with them mocking him in the fucking
I'm not okay
coach.
with taking him out's fine because like it was
Mocking
clearly
him is
hurting
not-
him
yes.
to throw that
Mocking,
ball.
not okay, right?
If you wanted to seem like a good manager, you call and be like, "Yo, I can see the pain on his face."
Yes. Well, again,
when he's throwing, maybe take him out.
Fish wasn't that guy.
Fuck no, he's
like
not.
maybe the actual owner.
Yeah, the
right?
owner, but he's too busy eating his Cracker Jacks at this
But
point.
it was never going to be Fish.
No.
But yeah, calling and saying take him out, I'm fine with.
You don't have to be
This
a dick
happened
about it.
so quick though. They were like, take him out. He calls Henry to warm up. Henry warms up for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, and then fucking Brigma goes out there to do the signal, which turns into him like swatting a bee.
I also have to stop here to point out one of the funniest fucking things ever. Our catcher that comes out to talk to him. Or that's working with him. Sorry. The catcher that's
The practice
But-
catcher.
yeah,
the second
before-
string catcher.
that catcher is Warren. He's the same actor who plays Warren in There's Something About Mary. He's the Have You Seen My Baseball guy.
Have you seen my baseball? Henry beamed him in the head during a practice.
And he turned in.
And now this is what he's just kind of.
So this is Warren.
Yeah, it is Warren.
He is Warren.
He is Warren. He's just brain damaged and he's forever searching for the
No,
baseball.
that might even work, right?
That hit him in the face.
Right, because the first part of that part of There's Something About Mary takes place in 97, right?
Yeah.
So it literally works. It's 4
does.
years after
It
this.
totally
He'd
does.
been beamed in the head,
Went to a coma, came
came
out
out,
as like
and
brain
was
damage.
that guy.
Oh,
Have you seen my baseball?
Poor Warren Henry.
He's
Henry,
looking
you
for the
bastard.
baseball. He's looking for the baseball that
They-
Henry hit him with. Have you seen my baseball?
Have you seen my baseball?
We have come up with the solution, the answer to all of the.
I want to see that movie now. I want to see that. Somebody make that.
This
please.
was fun though. Like we already said, he gets called out immediately before he really even gets a chance to pitch. Fucking catcher's like, no, that's the call, dude.
Yep, you're gonna
You're
have to
going
go
out, dude. I love. Again, Henry has seen the coach 100 times now. He's not intimidated by him. He was like, all right, it's just the
I
coach.
just fucking like,
Dude,
from
this
the
moment,
floor
this
shot
moment.
where he looks like a giant.
To help you feel like the way he felt super
Yeah.
small. He was like, I'm not ready for this.
Throw the heat.
Like he was throwing. Okay, this is the first time the movie says it, and I'll let it slide, right? I'll let it slide because right now, maybe they've all not seen enough of Henry to know he only throws a fastball.
Yep, that's all he's got.
But we now see this constantly in the movie. Everybody is throwing him the signal.
Yep, throw
Or
the fastball.
telling him-
throw the fastball.
And we know he can't throw other
Just
pitches.
one time I want
Well, like-
Henry to be like, motherfucker, when have I ever thrown a slider?
Well, here's my thing. He has to throw it because
Yeah, that's how it works.
it's this
'Cause
motion.
it's a very
it's
specific
this
set of
motion
tendons.
only, right? A curvball thrown
yeah, you gotta
sideways.
sidearm that shit.
He's not throwing a the tendons don't snap.
Yep.
But yeah, he's intimidated by the coach. He's like, well, I guess I'll do this.
I can't do this.
No, he says I can't. He can.
Yeah.
I
Just
guess.
his accuracy is a little to be desired, I guess.
Look, first pitch was accurate.
Yeah,
his
guy.
first pitch is against
his first pitch was dead on.
Hedo. First pitch against
Hedo,
Hedo.
the beast.
It's
Big
just
man.
that Hedo
That's what
is
he does.
made for hitting fastballs.
Yeah,
he
he's a
tells
pa-
us.
he's a-
I eat fastballs for breakfast.
He's a power hitter, man.
Right?
That's just what he
That's
fucking
what he
does.
wants.
Give
him
me that fastball.
Give him that hot stinky cheddar. He wants that
He
hot.
eats
he
it
loves
all
that hot
day.
stinky cheddar.
You throw him a fucking like a
Well,
change up or something.
we know.
Any other pitch, he's probably gonna miss.
But he loves that hot stinky cheddar.
Yep, because that's all
And
he's
so,
trained for.
Really, what we see the first time, and again, the movie doesn't outright say this, but I mean, as adults talking about this, we can acknowledge this. It's not that Henry. It's not even that he's not necessarily good with his pitches. It's that threw him off his balance, right?
Yeah.
Like
Fuck, he hit it.
His very first pitch, and he's supposed to be this almost supernatural level pitcher.
And
Dude
the
took
guy
it
just
like it was
crushes
nothing.
it. Like it wasn't shit. Home run even. Fucking full fucking sloop.
Although I gotta say, Hedo's a horrible ball player. There was
Yeah.
nobody else on bases. That's not the. I don't care if you can. That's not the time.
No.
to.
It's not strategic gameplay.
Strategic gameplay says
You wait
fucking
till you
lob it into the
wait till you have
right?
one or two people
You
on
just need-
base.
you just
then
need to-
hit the homer.
you just need to lob it past the shortstop and get to first, right?
Get it right in between left and right and left center.
Right.
Because those two guys are never paying attention because nothing ever goes out there.
That's what he needed.
Yeah,
to do.
and they're like, "Oh fuck!" And then they scramble. That's what always
yeah,
happened to us.
That's what I'm saying here. He fucked up.
Yeah,
He could have got his team more. Like they could have won.
he's one of those guys who's just
Well,
like
'cause-
more
well,
obsessed with his batting average.
The Yankees lose this game, right?
yeah, because they win barely.
Barely. The Cubs win by 1 point. And I gotta say, again, if Hedo would have played ball right,
Yep,
they might have won.
yep. Because there would have been,
Or at
more-
least tied.
They,
we
yeah,
might
at
have
least
gotten
tied.
a
No,
way
'cause
extra
if he would have
innings.
played ball, it would have got another runner on, and then instead of them getting the other out, they would have got a fucking another
Maybe.
point.
They-
and
they-
it would have tied it
well,
up
they at
because there'd have
least-
been three on
At
base.
least in theory, could have.
yeah,
As
'cause-
opposed to the way he did it, never could have.
because he'd already walked.
Yep.
fucking everybody else.
So again, idiot. Hedo doesn't know the
He's just-
strategy.
He's just big and strong,
Yep.
man. That's all it is.
Well, after though Hedo hits the ball, we get the next pitcher. This is when, again, now this is what I'm telling you though. This was Henry's not bad. He got in his head. Dude.
Yeah,
This dude hit it, and he was like, "Fuck, I can't
man.
do this."
Well, I'm not supposed to be here. Even
And
tells
so, yeah,
tells the catcher, he's like, I can't do this. They have to take me out. And
Dude,
he's
the
like,
catcher
that is
just
not
said,
my
"Shut
call.
the fuck up and throw the fast heat, dude. That's all I need from you."
Suck it up and bring the heat, man.
Wild pitches left and right. Right, first one under his feet. Dude had to
Dude
jump
had to
the
jump.
ball,
Almost took his
man.
fucking feet out, man.
Second
Broken
one,
ankle.
second one, wild over the top. Dude, he's just pitching wild.
Yeah,
He's not doing
Because he's
it.
scared.
Yeah, doesn't know what he's doing. But last pitch, dude takes a piece off of. Right,
Yeah.
breaks the bat. Is this the break the bat or is it the next one?
No, it's
the next one. Either way, though, it still doesn't even matter. Dude fucking hits the fucking ball, dude. Blasts it off.
And if it wasn't for the rest of the team.
But that's the point, though. Pitchers don't have to be perfect.
yeah, the rest
You
of the
don't have to
team-
get strikeouts. If you can be a good pitcher if they get hits.
Yeah, you don't have to
if
strike
it's like this
everybody
one.
out.
No, this was definitely. I feel like
It
this
was like a grounder, wasn't it? It went straight to somebody and they caught it and they got
yeah,
a
but this
double.
was when it broke, though. This was the same time because he
Oh.
swings, he breaks the bat, and that's what's wild about it. There was it was another wild pitch, but then they pull off the play.
and barely wins the
Yeah.
game. Then we go back in the locker room and Sal is like, all right, Chet, you're going to have to teach the fucking kid.
Maybe it was the bat break. I still can't remember because I feel
that
like
was
it
like
was
at the end. Wasn't
No,
it?
no. I feel like the bat break was right here because he breaks the bat after the other two people couldn't hit it, and he finally is because it didn't come to him,
Yeah.
and then he hits it, but it breaks it and it stays in field, which is when they then
Yeah. do
make the infield
fucking
play
make
to
the
get him out,
play.
and so
Yeah.
it's so good. Either way, doesn't matter. There's an infield play to get this guy out. We get out and we finally meet Brickma. Right? This is what you're gonna say,
Because he's supposed to be the pitching coach.
dude.
Was he fucking telling him about like hot ice and shit?
Look, listen. I love Brickma, and I love that literally. Like again,
Or we already met him once, right? The first time when he was like, "This is the dude that followed
chokes on
me."
the sunflower seeds.
He followed me because I beat him in the head.
Yeah.
This is when the coach is finally like, "Look, I need you to coach him."
Because look at this fucking
Look
guy.
at Brickma. Brickma can't do it.
He's a joke.
Dude, and Brickma is this is the hot
ice.
Hot ice. He says, "Listen, Henry, I want to tell you, I figured it out. Some guys like getting icy.
Secret, right?
Some guys like to get icy. Some guys like to get hot. I figured it out, though. The perfect solution. Hot ice." We were all expecting the man to like come with the dumb knowledge, put icy hot on.
Yeah.
But so both words.
No, hot ice. He microwaves the ice. He heats
doesn't
it
even
up.
say microwave. He just says heats up. We don't know
Puts it in a pot.
what way he heats it up. He just heats up the ice.
I mean, you put like menthol in the water.
No,
Give,
listen
like,
though.
an icy effect.
Listen. He says I heat up the ice, hot ice. So cold water, right? Hot ice melts into cold water, right? That's so he's saying put cold water on it.
Yeah, just run it under the faucet like a burn.
Again, this guy is insane. I love it. It's Daniel Stern.
Yeah, it's
being Daniel Stern. I love it.
The comic relief in a comedy movie.
Well, and he's just over the top.
Right.
Well, and I'll go ahead and mention it now because the next two scenes we see him for are the scenes that explain this. So Daniel Stern hated the idea of directing himself, right?
Yeah.
So that's why after this, the only times we see Brickma, he gets locked into
like, trapped
something.
in something.
So that way he doesn't have to interact with everybody else.
That's really clever. That's a clever ass way to get yourself
Daniel
out
Stern
of it.
said, "I don't want to interact with other people, so I'm gonna find a way to trap my character away from
other
everybody
people,
else,
so I can just be goofy and silly."
and no one has to direct. Like it's direction.
30 seconds. That's all we need.
Yes.
Right.
The guy's a genius, dude.
Direct more.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Right?
Like what the fuck, dude? Come on.
Again, so he then convinces Stedman like, you see how dumb this motherfucker is.
You got to teach.
There's
the boy.
no possible solution that's not you coach him.
Yeah, because
Brickma's not.
You're
doing
an
it.
actual pitcher, not a guy I gave brain damage 15 years ago.
After this, though, we get to see the most awkward like boy-girl encounter ever, right? At the lunch table with George and dude, like, okay, first Henry is awkward with whatever I still
her
hate
fucking
that
name
I don't
is.
remember again.
Chick from Mighty Ducks.
Yes, he is so horrible with her. He's awkward as all fuck. George is even more awkward,
but
with
it somehow
Tiffany.
works though. She is giggling and laughing. She is into it. I don't understand it. He's just like, here, some guy got a pencil stuck up his nose. Yeah, they had to take tweezers to
Look,
it.
though, but Tiffany's calling him the wrong name.
She's called him
Roger.
Roger. I do not care.
All the same letters. There's just extra. There's an extra E in George, but
George
all
is-
the same letters.
George is taking it of the mindset of she can call me whatever the hell she wants as long as she talks to me.
I do adore it, but yeah, like it's
Fucking Clark is the poor
Clark-
guy in the middle, just be like, you guys are stupid.
well, and on top of that, Clark is the most awkward because the motor is on the like, we don't even see it
Right.
until the scene ends, but he is sitting there with a motor on the table at lunch in the middle of like, why did he bring that
Yeah,
to
why'd you
school
bring
with
it
him?
to school, man?
I don't care if you're going there afterwards.
Because here in like a
Leave it
minute,
at
he's
somebody-
like, I stole it from my dad.
Leave it at whoever's house is closest.
Yeah.
You
Leave
don't
it-
take that
leave
shit.
it in the woods on the way to where your boat is.
Leave it
Under some
outside
leaves.
the school in the
Something.
bushes. Don't sit it on your lunchroom table.
Where guys been carrying it around all fucking day.
It is
This
very bizarre.
This
though,
30-pound
right?
chunk of fucking hydraulic piping.
I do appreciate though that after lunch, and they did kind of pique those girls' interest. You got to
Yep.
give them credit. Like they heard boat, and they were both kind of like,
Clark even leans in. He's like, ask her to go for a ride on the boat.
"Do it,
Do it now."
And Henry wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'll wait until
she
the
was
boat's.
looking at him.
I'll wait till the boat's finished.
She was
Clark.
looking
Yeah,
at him
and-
like, come on, man, ask me. I will totally do it.
But as soon as the scene's over, I so appreciate again, this is only like what
15 seconds. It's not very long. Them running through the woods together to get the motor
out and shit.
It is such a short scene. But God bless Daniel Stern for putting it there because it's so small, but it really represents he's a kid.
Yeah.
And you might forget because he's in an adult world right now. But he's a kid.
Yeah, he just wants to go hang out with his boys.
Go do this. He wants to go
build the boat,
run through the woods
have a good
and be
time.
silly.
He's got practice though.
And I think that like as small as it was and short, like it perfectly represented that. Like I felt like he's
the hard
a kid.
line between the two.
He wants to be a kid.
Yeah. But then he comes into the adult world.
$500.
Fuck you, man. That's like 6 years of allowance.
I want to point this out though, right? It would be 6 years of his allowance if that's what he was using to pay it.
He's getting paid for
this.
Well,
he is a rookie.
Yeah.
It's the name of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's the rookie of the year, which means he's the best rookie for the year, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. MVP.
This is one of those random IMDb facts that I appreciate they put there because I also would have looked this up independently, and I'm glad they saved me
to see how
time.
much a rookie would make.
The lowest paid rookie in the major leagues in '93 was like $103,000.
Jesus.
So
fuck you and your $500.
So 100%. Not only would no other major league ball player care about $500.
Just that's the minimum starting, right?
Well, and again, he's the best. The name of the movie is Rookie of the Year, meaning he's the best rookie that year.
200,000 easy.
He's making more than the minimum for a rookie.
200, 250 easy.
So yeah,
$500 ain't fucking shit. He just hasn't gotten that first check yet.
Yeah,
that's
so
what
he
the problem is.
Yeah, that's who he doesn't know. That's how good it is.
We needed that scene. Where's that scene where he gets his first paycheck and he just flips out about it?
This is his first official practice with Stedman as coach, right? Stedman being dick-alled, right? He's just standing there like,
just throw the ball.
Let me watch.
He throws a couple of them and he just kind of goes,
Okay,
maybe there's something
and that's
there.
all we see. If there was more to that coaching session, we don't know.
Yeah, it's just kind of
what we as the viewer sees was not coaching.
Shrugged his shoulders. I guess he can pitch.
That's fine.
He's okay. He's not me, but I suppose I can work with him.
It was a lot of fun, but you're just like, Stedman, why are we having you do this? You don't care.
I like every time he sees, he's like, "Hi guys," and they just stare at him.
Now it's time for the next game, right?
Yep.
Everybody's ready. It's time for Henry to go on. We don't see who was pitching first, but Henry didn't open the game.
No.
I hate that they do this a couple of times because it obviously also wasn't Stedman.
So was it the guy from the very first fucking shot of them?
I also feel like, despite the fact that we see the janitor dude from Scrubs, that it might be him.
Is he one of the
I think he's a pitcher.
Third string pitcher?
Well, no, I think he plays two positions.
I mean, you can, yeah.
Well, because he's in outfield later. When he brings the ball to Henry, he's in outfield. Right. So again, I think he just plays two, and I think maybe he opened it. The reason I say I think he's two is earlier in the movie when they're like, pitchers sit over there.
Yeah, he's sitting over there,
with
mean
the
mugging him. Yeah,
sit over there. Yeah. So I think he pitches. So maybe he opened that game, but it definitely wasn't the whole rest of the movie. You could think that there are only two.
Yeah, it's Stedman
you would think
and
it's
the kid.
Henry and Stedman. Right now, clearly there's at least one
4.
more.
There's like 8 others. That's why they're losing so much money. Why are you paying all these pitchers?
But the game starts going good. It's finally time. It's time to watch Henry because Henry's going out. Mom, kids, they're like, we're gonna go down. We got seats. Thank you for letting us up here, but we had seats close.
You're gonna come with us?
Well, it's crazy because they're insinuating they bought those seats, right? Because they said like, we have those seats. Would they have had an extra?
Why would you spend extra
Mary,
money?
The poor mom, have bought
extra tickets if you had
extra
box seats? No, surely not.
I don't think she would have bought those.
No.
She would have just stayed in the box.
I like the owner though. He's like, you can come with us. He's like, oh fuck, I'm the owner of the Cubs. They'd kill me down there.
He essentially just said, with the normies?
I'm not going down there.
I can't sit with the plebes.
Mom's just like, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's true.
As soon as we get down there, though, we get to see the actual game. Henry pulling the same shit, dude.
Yeah, he hits
the same
hits the dude
shit.
right in the back, man.
Worse. I was gonna say it's the same shit.
Clean
but
shot.
worse.
Like the other guy kind of dodged out of the way. Just fuck smacks off his spine.
We hear in the manager's box, fucking the Pepsi deal coming through.
Yeah,
He's got to do good though.
if he can prove to us that he can do this, Pepsi will sign him.
I love the next part. Chet, man, you got to go talk to him for me. Coming from the coach, you got to go talk to him for me.
What the hell am I supposed to fucking do?
You met the kid. You know him. You're better than Brickma ever could be. You just trust me. Talk to him.
Poor Brickma is always like drooling tobacco
Yes,
all over his shirt.
I adore this. He goes out there. He's like, look, all right, kid, you got to listen to me. You got to pull out your half-twos. My half-twos?
The fuck are
You know the
talking-
half-twos. It's the thing you when you got nothing left, but you know you need to,
Okay.
you pull out the half-twos.
Yeah.
Right? Because all of us are half win,
Yeah.
half lose. The half that loses, well, that half's got no spirit.
Okay.
The half that wins, it's all spirit.
Right.
And the half to, notice this is,
Can you start over? Because I'm lost.
well, again, that's why it got confusing, right? Because we went from have to, HAVE to half, HALF,
F.
win, half lose, back to have to. And he's like,
He walks away like, what the hell was I talking
and then
about?
Henry, what the hell is he talking about?
The coach, what'd you tell him? You wouldn't understand.
And he wouldn't, because nobody would.
Nobody did. Seems to work though.
First strikeout
Yeah.
of the game, dude. One strike at a time. I love the way they do this scene. It does make it take way
too long.
The moment you realize that when he strikes this guy out, it was the first strike he threw too, you're like, did they just spend 5 minutes on one strikeout?
Yeah.
They did. I promise
They
you
really
guys.
did.
They spent 5 minutes on one strikeout. But
There's
it was his
there's about
first.
10, 15 minutes of this movie that didn't need to be there.
The strikeout.
Yeah, like, but
time,
it's fine.
Yeah, this was crazy. Like, you could have just showed me he struck out the guy. I'd
Yeah.
have been good. You could have just had the. You could
You're
let me-
out.
I didn't even have to see every pitch. Exactly.
Yeah,
you could have
you're
let me
out. Cut to it. Let's go.
because I know how baseball works. And so if the
Exactly.
umpire yells you're out, it 100%
fucking
means it was a
gone.
strikeout. I get it. You don't need to show me everything. Everyone though, including the players, are so fucking stoked, right? Because we had
Right.
he starts off with the double play because he got the first caught the piece of it. So
Yep.
the strikeout.
Now the team's like, yeah, man, let's go.
3
And they
outs, you got
they're
through
like,
an
yeah, let's
inning,
go,
you
baby,
did
let's
it.
do it. And his confidence grows. Fucking,
Run amucker.
I never doubted you for a second, Runamucker.
Holy shit, dude. But yeah, then we get the as
Chet's-
if John Candy gets the best line
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
As if we don't get again. He's always such this pessimistic shithead guy.
Their,
He goes-
their winning streak.
And their winning streak is officially the largest it's been this whole season. 2.
You fucking asshole.
Which means again, you can't call it a streak
Yeah.
until it's 2.
2.
He said the longest streak
True,
they've had all
though.
I know it doesn't make it okay though. This is officially though Chet gets to meet Mary,
Yep.
right?
This is the nice scene where like the boys are like playing in the fucking field and shit, and the other players come out and they're like, "Oh, you think they'll let us play too, man? Like this looks super fun." It's like the invisible baseball.
I love this. I feel like we should have seen more of this.
Yeah.
During this fun time though, we do get the Chet meets Mary at the field.
Yes,
and
she is immediately into him.
she's literally shaking.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god.
Did you see her?
Oh my god, it's Chet. I mean, like,
Why-
yay. How much you want to bet? Like, she has his poster up in her fucking
No.
room.
I feel like you're misreading this. I don't think it's because she knows Chet and she loves Chet. It's because he said the magic shit, dude. He loves her kid.
Yeah.
He loves her kid without her being in the picture, right? Like he's not trying to be like, I love your kid because I want to be close to you.
I'm gonna use your kid to get in your pants, like
He
Jack
literally
is
didn't
doing.
even barely realize he was talking to Henry's mom. He was just like, he's such a good kid.
Yeah.
love that
That's a
kid.
good point. She's just like, oh, dad material.
It's well, and again, it's not even that. It's like think about what she's with
Cynical
right
internet.
now. Well, think about what she's with right now. It's
Oh,
not even that.
God.
It's not that it's dad material. It's that like she thought she found something because nobody else cared, and at least that dude talked to her kid. And now she's like, this dude cares about my kid.
Yeah.
Like genuinely cares.
And she can do it. I'm fucking earlier on in the movie when Henry's just like, come on, mom, you could do better than that. I'm like, fuck yeah, you can.
Yeah, so
Come
I
on.
definitely feel like, again, like this scene was totally to be like, she was just like, this guy cares. Like this guy's what I want because he's not lying to me about caring about Henry. Like he cared about Henry before
before I even showed up.
Right?
He didn't know I was cute.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It was a lot of fun. This transitions into first away game.
The airport.
Dude, this was good. This gets us our floater pitch.
Scruffy McGee.
I have not seen that since Scruffy McGee. Or was it Scuffy? Either
Scuffy,
way.
something like that.
Yeah.
But the floater.
I've not seen that in years. Again,
And Brigma's a fucking cheapskate.
it's
dude.
our clue, though. That was our clue to
Yeah,
who
that
she
mom
is
is
right?
the actual
she
ball
knows
player.
what to do. Because he calls it out as a real pitch, right?
yeah.
Like, it wasn't like that's a strange thing. He was like, no, that's an actual used in major league pitch.
I ain't seen that since 65.
Right?
You know, one of those things.
No, you're right though. He is the cheapest of cheapskates, dude. Like when he gets on this fucking plane and he starts to tell him his plan, he's like, "Look, when we're away, we conserve energy on the field. We can serve food on the road.
What
You
the
want to
hell?
take your leftovers and you want to keep them in your vomit bag."
Takes the little cake, wraps the breakfast. It's like there's a continental breakfast at most hotels.
Well, and they were in a nice hotel, so there was like
there's
breakfast
a restaurant down there, buddy. You can get whatever you want.
This man don't
you
care.
cheap
though.
bastard.
Dude, this man don't care. Luckily, he gets pulled away from Henry, and Chet says, "Fucking get over here.
Yeah, come over here.
Fucking stay away from Brickma. That guy's weird, dude."
He's only on the team because he's kind of concussed.
Now, you say what you want, though. Brickma proves himself worthy all the time. He is what Henry needs. Henry needs a guy like Brickma. Like, even with fucking Chet there.
Yeah.
He needs a guy who's, like, so damaged in the head, he's almost like a kid. And that's what Brickma is.
I'm going to show you the fun stuff.
Right?
Stedman's going to actually like teach you the game.
Stedman, though, calls him over. This about the food.
Tis the best Salisbury steak I've ever had.
I
You
was
want a
like,
piece?
dude, Salisbury steak's disgusting.
Yeah, Salisbury steak kind of sucks no matter
Dude,
how good
like,
it is.
Yeah, like good Salisbury steak is still like mediocre.
Still just kind of okay.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I would have opted.
Because I've tried.
Chicken fingers is right.
Yeah.
Henry was right. Eat the chicken
Eat the
strips.
chicken fingers. That's all it was. Chet wanted some of his chicken fingers. He's like, oh, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have ordered this.
I do love this, though, because this gets us our hotel and our first wild fucking moment from goddamn Brickman. Well, I mean, every moment from Brickman is wild, but this one was extra crazy. And again, why Daniel Stern did it was so that way he wouldn't have to direct himself. They're in the hotel. He's telling Henry, look, we got to be on time. Henry knows that now because he's been fine. He said, I got it, dude. You don't got to tell me
man.
twice.
You ain't got to tell me.
If it was that when it was a home fucking practice, I can only imagine
an
away
game
practice, right?
Fuck,
God,
like
wait.
$3,000 easy.
I'll be there. Don't you worry. Sets up for us so the door is broken. We get the hotel attendant. Weird guy. Swear to God, thought he was Galaxy Quest
I did
person.
too. He looked like
He's
one
not.
of the Thermans.
I looked it up. I had to look it up.
Thermians.
Yeah, I had to look it up to make sure. Definitely not.
The way he fucking plays it. They're like, I'm sorry, your door seems to have malfunctioned.
I'll get right on fixing that for you. Thank you. He does not.
Nice guy.
He does not.
No.
He does not. Henry goes to his room, talks to his friends, has a good time,
Yep,
eats a lot of candy, watching
like,
fucking
gift
pay-per-view TV.
Fuck yeah.
Great time. It's finally time for the game. It's game time. Why the fuck was Brickma in a suit? He was going to wear that suit to the field and then change into his uniform?
I guess.
It was weird, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, especially from Brickma.
He should have been full gimmick already. I had this shit already on. He's got his bag.
Mouthful of seeds.
Yeah, he's got the chew in there.
No chew. That guy with sunflower seeds. He tells us all the time. My
lucky
special.
seeds.
Yes, dude. It's only seeds. He choked on them. It's only seeds. That guy does not believe in tobacco. Okay?
just chew gum. Just chew
Okay.
gum.
Okay.
Coach chews gum. Sal's
Yes.
chewing gum through the whole fucking movie. The seeds and tobacco is so gross.
This was a lot of fun. He gets stuck in the door. It was priceless, right?
Yeah.
He goes in.
one
doors-
door, and then it just slides shut.
Henry left seconds before he got there, right? Like that was the beauty. Like you see him walking, and Henry was like, "Oh, I gotta go." Darts out the door.
And as soon as he gets in there, he knocks on the door. And the other door shuts behind him, and he's just trapped.
Little help.
A little help now.
Dude, priceless, man, priceless. This was fun. We see Henry. He's cleaning up, right? Like
Yeah, he
he's
is
taking
killing
people out
it,
left
man.
and right. Like we get a little mini montage right here. He's really having
Striking
fun, doing
motherfuckers
things
out.
he's got to do.
It's
Then we
time
get
for-
the moment from the coach. Coach, you feeling good today, Henry?
Yeah, I feel
I
great.
feel great. Good. You're up. What?
What the fuck do you mean I'm up?
It said your turn to bat.
No.
This was fun though.
Oh
The
my
Henry
God,
at
oh my
bat.
God, oh my God,
No.
oh my God.
He was freaked out. Everybody's freaked out. This pitcher was a dickhead.
Mm.
He tries to hit him a couple times. Everybody is mad.
Dude, the team,
The team.
they're about
Mom,
to come out of the
check,
dugout.
coach.
They're gonna jump this fucking guy. How dare you throw a ball at our
Dude,
boy?
and he keeps just giving them the look like, what?
What? What the fuck am I
Fuck
supposed
you.
to look how goddamn small
he
he
yells
is?
it. He yells it at the ump. Where's his strike zone even at?
It's right here.
I
But,
stand
like,
by this.
He's like
I
3 feet tall, so it'd
Right.
be like this.
No, I stand by this. He has a strike zone because Little League exists, and there's a strike zone that there are still umps that have to call,
Yeah.
right? So there is a strike zone. The problem is that as an adult at full size, the strike zone for Henry is below muscle memory
yes, he's
throwing,
gonna, like throw like down further,
right? And he's
shit.
not used to that because for anybody else, that would be outside the strike zone.
I'd have just lobbed it, just kind of underhand, kind of hit him in the face. Yeah,
You got to do the floater.
yeah, floated. I'd have floated it and hit him right in the skull. It would have just bounced off. He'd have been like, wouldn't have hurt.
Yeah, I do have to stand by though. When he bitches, he's right.
Yeah,
What is
I'm
his
kind of
strike
with
zone?
the pitcher here. I'm like, this is a little unfair.
The strike zone is just like outside his muscle core.
Yeah, it's like he's too
throwing.
fucking small.
Yeah.
Come on, he's 4 foot fucking tall.
Henry does finally get walked. I do love the last ball he swung on, but it was after
the
it
ump
was
called
after
it,
it called.
The
at
first
first
time I
I
watched
was like,
it, I was like,
bullshit.
bullshit. But when the ump did
no,
call,
my wife said the same
Yeah,
thing.
the
She was
ump-
like, "Watch, he calls it.
He
If
calls
he calls
it,
it, it's called. It
it's
doesn't
after.
matter." And I was like, "I get it, but that I agree with.
Still.
I kind of agree with the pitcher.
he swung at it. Come on,
Like if he swung at it
intentionally,
comically on purpose, intentionally, right? Like,
Yeah,
but he swung at it wanting to hit the ball, not to make a joke.
yeah. If he did like
Yeah, if it was a
like
joke,
mocking swing, it'd have been.
but
fine.
that's not
no.
what
He
we
was
got.
swinging like
Yeah.
he was actually trying
He
to
thought
hit
he was
it.
hitting the ball. He
Come
was that
on.
delayed. He thought he was hitting the ball. Yeah.
I feel a little bad.
But so
for
he
this
gets his
pitcher.
base. He gets his base. Dude, this gets wild. This is
Pitcher,
our beginning
pitcher,
of Little League, right? This
pitcher.
is Little League in
Oh,
baseball.
totally, dude. We all
Uh,
did this shit.
He pulls the pranks to get to set. He does indeed get to second after pulling the pitcher's got a big butt.
I like how he looked. He looked at his ass like,
I do not.
Do I not? Fuck you. Throws it.
The messing with the first baseman, the first
Yep.
baseman being like, I got you.
I-
Dude, the ump that was calling it was just like done with it.
Stop. God
I
damn
love it, dude. He gets to second. He's about to start pulling it again. What happens? Pitcher fucking beans a player, and he goes,
That was
"That's
for
on
you. Poor Suarez. Man, poor
Dude.
Suarez takes
Yeah,
it
no, he
straight in the
didn't
fucking
deserve that,
head,
dude.
dude. Like I was
Did not
bullshit.
deserve that." And so Henry said, "Fuck, okay,
All right, fine. I'll back off. I'll be quiet.
whatever."
Next guy.
Next hit, fucking in the park home run, right? If Henry would have paid attention. Instead, we get a double play, which is still great. I'm
Yeah.
not downplaying the double play. But if Henry would have paid attention, that could have been
Too
an
busy going. Whoa.
right. If Henry would have paid attention, that would have been an in the park 3-run.
Oh yeah, it would have been a grand
Right?
slam, dude.
Fuck, Henry fucked that up. Because he was just so into it. He was watching. He was watching the game instead of
Like,
being in the game.
cool.
That ball went far. Oh, I
Oh
should
shit,
run.
I should run.
Well, he didn't even have an oh shit, I should run moment.
Because Suarez is right goddamn
Suarez
behind
yells,
him, man.
"You should run."
Andale, come on, man. I've had this happen.
He stays half an inch in front of him the whole time.
I relate. I relate so much. This literally happened to me when I was playing baseball.
I
was trying so hard. Kid hit the ball. I'm
so
on
much
second.
fun to watch.
I am trucking,
Listen,
dude.
you almost wanted to see Suarez pick him up.
You're right.
And hold him in front of him so that way he'd still touch base first.
There's nothing more depressing than like thinking you're running for everything you've got,
Now listen.
and then you look behind you and dude's
Now
kind of
listen.
jogging behind you. So now we got a double play. Woohoo!
This is the part where we get another montage, right?
Yeah, where he gets like Sports Illustrated.
Well, again,
and
all of what we have seen has been the game while Brickma was locked in the closet, or not closet.
yeah, he's
the
part of the
in-between.
montage where they let him out. Shit.
We can't miss the fact that this has all been that game, and then we see montage. Montage starts without Brickma. Brickma is part of the montage, implying maybe they were gone.
He's like a day behind them,
When
I
they got
guess.
him out.
Yeah.
It's a wild thing.
72 hours locked in between two doors.
During the montage, though, we have to point out this is when we finally see Henry taking out some real ball players.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds.
Fucking Barry Bonds, man. Remember that shit?
Listen, you want to hear something? I looked this up. He is not even in IMDb with his own name. He is in IMDb as one of the big whiffers because he whiffed the ball and missed it. I was like, dude, they have him in his own uniform with his name,
Bonds,
and they wouldn't credit him as himself.
He even has a line. He says, "Man, that was pretty good." He has
Nope.
lines.
Credited as
The big whiffer.
one of
the
the
even
big
the
whiffers.
biggest.
One of the big whiffers. This is when Chet finally, like, he saves the day, right? Like, they get home, flight home.
Dude,
the montage ends with them
they
going
get off the
home,
plane
right?
and the fucking
They
paparazzi
ended their
swarm the kid.
10-day travel run, and they're going home. Henry can't get to mom. Like, they see each
they're
other.
like, Mom,
Like, they're talking.
Henry.
Maybe a beginning of the telepathy.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're talking to each other. They can't get to each other. Chet sees
jumps
this and he
in,
says,
grabs him,
"Fuck
pulls
this!
him
I'm getting
through
you.
it."
I got you. Fuck the paparazzi."
Running, jumping the fucking limo, fucking Beatles
He's like, "Look,
style.
you guys can drop me off a street away.
Man, fuck that, dude.
We're not paying for
Dude,
this."
Henry is turning into Mr. Matchmaker here. He's
again-
mixing the drinks. He's putting on the Tony Bennett.
Well, again, at this point though, they're like, "Look, dude, that's not even. We're not paying for that. That's 100% on Mr. Carson.
Mr. Carson, yeah, he paid for
we're
this
not
shit,
paying
dude.
for that. You don't need to worry about that, dude. Just we'll take you home."
The driver will do what we tell him
But
to.
yes, Henry though, I want to point out, like you said, he's helping put on the moves. He's setting the mood. He's
dude,
getting
he's
the drinks. Can we address though how little she cared that she was like, "How'd you learn how to do this?" "Oh, I've been pouring drinks and making things for people on the road." She laughed like it was okay.
you know.
She wasn't like real
Wait.
drinks.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me the team has
Like
been
with
having you
booze.
play bartender on the road?
Like-
Yeah.
like with booze. Have you only been
Should try my fucking Sidewinder. It's
right?
great.
No, dude, it was wild for her to not care at
The
all.
margarita, mine are the best.
But Chet also doesn't help because Chet was just like,
Yeah, he's a real socialite now.
She said, "Oh," again though. She just goes, "Okay."
Okay, cool. All right, babe.
Again, we're really seeing though that he is pushing them together. Nobody actually says it out loud, but we see that that's what's
Because
happening.
they're
here.
okay with it. Like,
Well,
like,
yeah,
they
well,
don't
we've
wanna
seen
say
that since-
anything.
It's
Since the
wild
yeah.
how early in the movie we seen it for it to just now. start
Yeah,
panning
man.
out.
As soon as she saw him, she was like, "That guy, I want that one."
This scene
Gary
cuts.
Busey.
This was wild though, because this scene cuts directly into another night at a celebration party.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't we have at least dropped him off and then shown us the other night? I felt like this was literally like they took the limo to this party.
Right? But they said
that's
they were
not
going.
what it
No,
is.
they said they were going home.
Yes. So this was weird. This was a weird cut for sure.
Like a 3-day cut, and suddenly we got the owner fucking dancing with hot bitches. And
well,
then they-
and
where'd
then-
she
well,
go?
and then Chet dancing with Mary, proving the love
Right.
already.
Right
He's
in front
murder-
of Jack,
well,
dude.
He's murdering her feet.
Yep.
And she's okay with it. She even says, "It's fine. Don't you worry about it."
Did no one else's like aunt or grandma teach them how to dance?
I don't know.
Mine did. My Aunt Tammy taught me how to
I
dance.
knew how to dance.
I have never once stepped on a bitch's feet.
Well, no, here's how I'm going to tell you that regardless of knowing how to dance, not stepping on someone's feet
Right?
pretty simple.
But movies make you think like all guys do it. Like we're just going to stomp on your fucking toe.
We definitely know that Henry and Chet do it if nobody else in this movie does it. This was great, though. This proves what I was telling you earlier, this next part, right? This is where Brickma proves how valuable he is to a team that has a kid on it, right?
Yeah.
Because they are at a very adult party that is at a rented out club
with booze,
serving booze
with bitches.
And so Henry is not.
He shouldn't be here. He really shouldn't.
He should not be here. And Brickma says, look, Henry, you come with me.
Sometimes you got to live like a rock star, man.
Everything's free.
And these two chicks are there and they're all
so you
hot.
think he's being dirty.
Hey,
you
ladies.
Think he's being dirty.
Excuse me.
I need you to move.
Move. Fucking pinball machine.
Dude, this is the
I love it. He pushes Henry out of the way. He's like, no, I'm up first.
Well,
Get out of my way.
Listen, now that you know what I told you about Daniel Stern and why he wanted to make the movie, doesn't it make so much more sense why he's this guy?
Yeah, why he's the guy
is the character that
trying
is
to protect him and like,
the kid,
like, hey, let's go play
keeping
video
the
games.
kid from seeing the craziness around him.
You don't need to know about the drugs and the whores, man.
Again,
you're 12.
The small scene that he shows off how good he is.
It's fantastic.
I love it. I love this man.
MVP Daniel Stern.
I
mean, everybody did good in this movie, but like the few times he's in here is great.
During this party scene, though, we see, as if we didn't already have a problem with Fish and Jack, they cross major lines.
Dude, what the fuck is this?
Because they see Mary and Chet close. And so Fish is like, look, you want to get him out of the way? I got a couple ideas for you.
You get her to sign this contract for the Yankees.
The Yankees want to buy him. You'll be in New York and rich,
million.
and it'll solve all your problems. Listen to me. He's right. That would solve the problems, right? Because they would be in New York.
Yep.
Chet would still be with this team.
Yep.
Solve the issues.
Perfect.
Jack had to be super greedy. Jack said, I want you to fucking get rid of him.
Yeah, make sure that fuck his career. Screw him the fuck over.
I love that what happens next was so fucking ill thought of by everyone that they didn't realize they actually fucked everything.
Yep.
Right? He said, I want you to get rid of him. That's the plan. You do that, and I'll definitely do what you want. His plan to get rid of Chet was
just gonna
bench him the rest of the season.
Just gonna bench you.
If he's benched the rest of the season, what does he have more of? Free time?
Yeah.
Free time to do what? Date Mary. What the fuck? This was the
man.
dumbest plan I've ever
Just put me
seen.
on the bench. I'll spend my free time banging your girl.
Listen, and that's how I read
in weird, freaky ways.
That's even how I read the way we see the rest of everything happen. That's the way it plays out.
Fish knew that's what's gonna happen. He's just like, yeah, sure, I'll screw you over to where Chet gets to bang your girl all the time, and I still get my money.
It was wild, dude. I can't believe that's what we saw, right? Like, I was like, how did you think that was work? Like, you had what you wanted. You were going to be in a different state.
10%
with her because her kid was with you. You said fire him too, and it fucked everything, dude.
He had to go for that extra.
That's right. He fucked himself.
Because the ego demanded that he suffer. I couldn't just take the win.
And what happens here, though? After we see this, Fish tells Coach, you gotta get rid of him, you're gonna bench him, and fucking Chet gets pissed off, grabs Henry, sits in the car. You don't listen to people. Fuck people. This game is not as serious as they want you to think it is.
Because one day it's all gonna fucking be over.
I both agree with what he said, but also think he should never have had that kid in the car with him, because that's how accidents happen and little kids die.
Yeah, because he's kind of screaming and driving at the same time.
Right? Horrible idea.
Fuck everything. Listen to me. I'm gonna stare over here. They do it all the time in movies where they're like just staring at the person they're talking to in a car while they're driving for luckily, 10 minutes.
Now, luckily though, when it ends, Henry gets home. But when he gets home, he can't find Mom. Who can he find?
It's
fucking
Jack.
Fuck
Where
Jack.
the fuck were you? We had a photo shoot. I sent
had
a limo.
Well,
they were there. Where the hell were you?
Chet
you
drove me home.
I am so fucking sick of this guy. He is not your dad. I'm not your dad. Your dad is a deadbeat whore fucker, and you
Your
suck.
mom-
And your mom is a slut.
Basically, just like none of those words were said, but that is the gist of the conversation he tries to have with this kid. And on top of saying these things to the kid, he does what? Puts hands on him.
Fucking grabbed the kid.
The first time was still not okay.
No, but
not enough to hit him for.
No, the second one. Fuck you, man.
Me as a dad, I'm telling you right now.
Dude, I'm not even a dad. If I saw somebody do that,
listen,
I'd fuck him up.
Listen, I'm telling you right now. We know there's a baseball bat in that house.
Fuck yeah.
Baseball
I'll bust
bat.
your skull
It wouldn't
open.
have been a punch. It'd have been a baseball bat across the
Got
face.
a tennis
dude.
racket? I'll give you the Jim Cornette special, motherfucker.
But yeah, it was the thing, right, dude? Like, oh shit. You know what I feel like we forgot at some point? The Pepsi commercial where he's pissed off his friends.
Yeah, he makes
it's not big. The movie actually, it's a big moment, but the movie plays it really quickly.
It's really it's pretty
He missed the moment with his friends.
And because he was doing the Pepsi commercial,
They were mad.
George is pissed and they have a fight. I mean, who the fuck has?
But we barely even see it.
Yeah.
This is what happened right before Chet got the. Well, again, we barely missed it. That happened right before Chet got the news that he was fired.
It's
or taking the rest of the season. Yeah,
and that's it. It's immediately resolved. The next time we see George and Clark,
this is we're about to get to the resolution. That's why I had to be like, we missed it.
Yeah, that's right.
It won't make sense if we don't tell you.
Because the boat's finished, right? We're ready to go.
Can I tell you how much I love George for being the bigger guy?
Dude, I mean...
Because he comes up, dude, and like Henry's like, they still hate me. And then George looks up, and George, being the bigger guy, says,
"You coming?
Are you coming?
Come on, man. Are you cool? Like, I've had this shit happen.
Like
me and my friends would
That's the
fight.
best type of being the bigger man, too.
Exactly.
Because it's not even like he says to you, like, look, I don't care, right? Like, he literally just said, come on. He literally said,
it's over.
We're not talking about it.
It happened. It's done.
It's so done.
We
don't need to
we threw
address
hands. It's over. I've had friends like this.
George is good people.
Yeah, me and Lettingham would do this shit all the time.
George is good people, right? Like, that's all. I mean,
he had to deal with his own bullshit.
Look,
they fought about it. It's over.
The boat ride goes back to making me feel like this was a pallet with an engine. We see it. It's a real boat.
Is.
But the way they play the scene, it would have worked better with a pallet with an engine on it, right? Like, holy shit.
Be careful. Don't move.
I can't believe 3 of them are in the boat. I can't believe they get 3
more,
in
dude.
the boat.
Oh my god.
Because they get that same fucking girl from the beginning, the friend one, to come in. And I was like, stop. I can't believe that's what we see right now.
I mean, fuck yeah, dude. Way to go, guys. You all got a chick. And you had a great time out on the lake.
Finally now, after that moment, ready to get to the end, right? Like, there's quite a bit of movie left. There's not quite a bit of talking about the movie
there's
left.
a lot of movie, but not a lot of plot.
So at this point, Henry knows he wants to be a kid.
Yep.
That locked it in, right?
Yeah, like he had him hanging out with his
friends.
boys.
He was like,
shit.
I want this more than I want baseball.
I can do baseball later. I'm still 12.
So he goes and he tells Mr. Carson,
"Look, this has been great, but I'm not going to come back next season."
Can we address, though, he is there in normal clothes. The game is about to start. There's a fine.
Maybe it was like maybe
no.
Carson just like hangs out
at
the thing. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's why Carson says it to him. The game's about to start.
That's
it's
right,
because there's a fine, dude.
Dude, go run.
Regardless of what speech he gives, there's a fine.
Is it 500 each time, or does it like
that was
increase?
For practice? This is a game.
Oh no, a game is probably like $5,000. Run your ass to the locker room.
Let's also not forget that he made $100,000 for this season.
But still, $5,000 is a lot.
But yeah, they have the speech with Carson, like, no, look, dude, I want to be a kid. I understand that now.
And
this
Carson
was fucked up.
is totally okay with it. He's like, that's great. We're
I
gonna
get
miss
it.
you.
That's fine.
Fuck yeah.
Finish out the season though. Please go get ready.
Please.
And then right before Henry leaves, he was like, yeah, I'll do that. Not a problem. Can I ask you something though before I go?
Sure.
If you guys love me so much and you don't want to see me leave this season,
would hate for it.
Why were you gonna trade me to the Yankees?
The fuck?
Yeah, that's what Mr. Fish said.
And then slowly look over at Fish.
Dude, I love that, dude. Mr. Carson goes, okay, go. Like I said,
you just go
please
on.
go get ready. Get on the field. Be ready.
I got to deal with this.
I'm going to sit down in the normie section this today.
I'm going to go down to the fucking,
Yeah.
like, the plebs.
Right? But before I do that,
I got something to deal with.
I love this though, because we all expect that he's just straight fired. And at the very end, we get the icing on the cake. It's not even
Hot dogs.
fired. He's selling hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Get them.
Although I do have a problem with that because I don't think I think Fish would have been told he's demoted, even as nephew, and then been like, well, fuck you, Unc. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Go kiss your. I'm not selling hot dogs.
I don't think this character ever would have done that.
I would.
Well, yeah, no, but we're also not that guy.
Yeah, like anyone would have. They'd
But
be like, well, kiss my ass, Unc.
So,
Yeah. Not selling your hot dogs.
we then, though, get to see this is the final game. And since at this point, Fish's bullshit has been brought to the surface, Jack's bullshit has been brought to the surface.
It's all void.
I guess that means that the coach knows that bullshit was all associated to that. So
I would
he
assume,
says,
yeah.
So he walks up to fucking Stedman and he says, look,
You're going to win it for me, right?
this is a big game. I can't trust some rookie.
I need experience.
I need a veteran. I need a guy who knows. What are you saying? I need you.
You're starting, man. He's just like
The look, but the look between the two of them. He does. He touches his shoulder like, Coach, you know.
You sure?
But
I don't know if I
between
can.
The look between the two of them. Because here's the thing. They probably already put into writing that he has to ride the bench the rest of the season, right?
Yeah, probably.
This is probably the last game
time.
that wasn't in writing that he had to be on the bench for. So that means that even from Stedman and the coach's point of view, this is his last major league game, like real one.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't count on the bench, right? It's not going to your stats.
Yeah, you're just riding the fucking seat, man. You're not getting any.
So this is the last one he can do something for. Coach knew it. He knows it. This was we're brothers in bond.
Yeah.
Over this.
I present you with one last chance of glory,
Tell
brother.
me that's not what it was.
It totally was.
And so he
Die
does,
on your sword,
he
man.
Does though, dude.
So fucking great.
6 seasons. We don't get to see everything, but we can imagine the first 5 solid out.
The old rocket is
strikeouts,
back,
right,
buddy?
Well, no rockets. We see. Because dude throws the 1 and he tells him no, and we
No.
see the 3-2 changeup, right?
Which
we know,
means that there's a whole other fucking movie here. I want the rocket movie.
It means that Stedman is a ball player.
Yes,
he
knows all
he
the
knows
pitches.
strategy.
Yes.
He knows how to do this strategically, right?
Exactly. I want the movie. There's a whole other movie here.
Well, because it could have been. Because we see everything.
Yes.
We see his triumphant moment.
The end of his movie.
He breaks his shoulder. It's gone. He
Oh,
hears it. It
gone.
snaps.
It
It's gone. He's got one more pitch in him. He tells the coach, give me one more.
I'm going to pull
I got
you.
it. One more.
Give me one more.
Fuck it. You got it. One more.
Ah, my heart.
He throws
I
it.
love it. I love
he throws
glory.
it and it's broken. It's not coming back.
He fucking screams when he fucking says, ah!
But what happens? Ball comes straight to him.
Straight to him. Fucking pop up, catches it, but he can't throw it to home. So what do you do? You fucking truck it. You book it. It's the most epic play ever.
This was
He
wild.
dives for it to get him.
Listen, they're both running like locomotive trains. This is literally like the scene in fucking, again, I've already said A League of Their Own. It's the end. It's Kit running, right?
Yeah.
But instead of just her running, it's 2 people
It's both
running.
of them.
Oh my God, dude. It's so insane. I
You
fucking love
almost
it.
wanted just like a crash at the end, just a fucking smear, and they just fall off of the thing, and you're out.
It's almost what we get, though, really. They both dive in, so we don't see
I
them
wanted
hit.
more of a spear.
I know.
A little Goldberg action.
But I feel like that's a technical not okay in baseball.
Is that a foul? Is that foul?
Well, it's not a foul, but I don't think it would have counted as the out.
Unsportsman conduct.
They
There it
played
is.
this scene the way it would work as still counting as something that works in baseball,
he's
right?
just diving with the ball.
Well, and he dives, and the thing that makes it important is that he dives, he's the one that hits the base. And because the other guy was sliding and trying not to get dove on by him, he slides slightly to the right of base.
Just misses it.
So it's totally It's literally, if he wouldn't have ran, it would not have worked. If he could have thrown, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
It only works because that guy slid to the right because he was like, I don't want you jumping on me. After this, though, he says, I'm done. I pulled off we got the next inning.
Yep.
We're still ahead 1 run. I can't do this.
I love Sal. He's like, will you let me finish the season before you take my job?
Good. Well,
No, I won't.
But so who does he call in?
Rowengartner.
No, this time was the right one. Rowengartner.
My heart.
I need you to go.
What the hell did he call me? It's the only time in the entire movie he calls him by the right name. Easy work, right? Because
he starts doing.
Yeah, dude.
Henry does what Henry does best. We get our. Oh, we forgot to mention during this because, like we said earlier, Daniel Stern needed to keep himself occupied.
He got locked in
he got locked in the equipment cage
because he forgot his lucky seeds.
And so this is the moment, though, we get one of his other, like, again, for a guy who's barely in the movie, famous quotes. Let's play some ball.
Let's play the ball.
Right? Breaks it. Like, everything
fucking
hits him.
shit falling in the fucking cage. He's locked in.
But yeah, this is the moment, though. Henry, he cleans up. But, though, once he finishes cleaning up a few rounds, what happens? Exactly what we seen earlier in the movie, right?
It's the beast.
He's running out.
It's Hedo. Oh, wait, no, I'm too fast.
You're jumping the gun.
My bad.
Before we even get to Hedo, it's the other guy. It's the dude that was the second person we seen him.
Yeah.
Because it's the same team. And so they've reversed their play order. And so the second guy we seen him, the guy that he threw the ball underneath.
Almost took his feet out of.
That guy is now on the field. Henry is running out to the field. And what happens? There's a ball. Another fucking ball. I have a problem with this one.
I do too.
I have a problem with the first one. The Sandlot kids would be mad.
Yeah.
This one I have a problem with because somebody gets paid to do this.
Yeah, dude, this is somebody's fucking job to
There would not be a
police the
dangerous
balls.
ball in the way to him getting to the pitcher's mound.
Even in like Little League, the umpire hands the pitcher the ball at the beginning of each inning. You're like, here's the ball. Now you can start pitching.
What happens to him though?
Takes another big fucking bump. And again,
another not believable in physics. 5 feet in the air.
Like 30 feet in the air. He just does a big flip off into space, comes back down, creates a crater.
And somehow, even though
Yamcha
last time he broke his shoulder so bad he probably needed surgery and a cast for 4 months, this time hits the ground and goes,
I'm good.
Oh, I feel looser.
It technically,
right?
It fixed it. It put it back to normal, so it fixed it.
But so now he's like, okay, I'm ready to pitch at this guy. What happens though?
He can't. It bounces in front of the fucking plate and shit, and the catcher's like, what the fuck was that?
He's got to throw balls, dude.
He keeps trying, man. The catcher keeps calling for the thing, and he keeps going, no.
Well, I have such a problem with the fact that, again, I mentioned this earlier. Why are we calling it? This kid can't pitch anything else. There's no need to tell him.
It's a good point. Like, no, I have one pitch. Stop doing the thing.
That's what you're getting.
Yeah,
if I can
you're
going to
get it no matter what. Like, I know how to do a slider.
The only reason the call exists right now is because we need a moment for him to acknowledge to them, I can't do that.
What's the super fancy pitch? The corkscrew where it goes whoosh, 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 whoosh.
But so this goes on until finally, like, enough balls. The guy walks, and then he's like, "Look, I need everybody coming."
He calls
timeout.
in.
Like, you guys gotta listen. I don't have my powers.
It's gone.
He literally even says it basically that way. Like,
my superpower is
gone.
But it's okay. I have a plan.
The way everyone out on the field just said, "Okay,
cool. What is it?"
No, well, not even just that he had a plan. The fact that he said, "My super pitch is gone," and they're like,
sweet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now what do we do?
I understand what you're saying.
It's like, yeah, I saw that. So what do we do now?
The fact that they all acted like that was normal is crazy.
They're just a group of chill guys. They smoked a bunch of fucking weed right before the match.
So here we go, though. He pulls out more Little League play, right? This is the time we get...
This is my favorite part of the fucking movie, where he starts just doing, playground fucking t-ball,
So
dude.
this time, it's, again, like we already said, this is that batter. This is the one that was the guy that was the second guy he ever pitched against that he almost hit with the ball.
Yep.
Not the one he did.
No, not the guy who took it in the back.
The one that jumped over the ball.
Almost lost a foot.
Right? And so it's the same guy. He gets to first, and when he's at first, we have
Fun
this
fact,
moment.
Guy lost a toe. Broke it right off.
So we get to the first, and he's like, okay, we're going to play a game.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, the first one isn't
It's
even the
the-
game.
it's
The
like the
first
hidden
one is the
ball
trick
trick,
one. Yeah,
right?
the
It's
first one's
the
hidden
hidden
ball
ball
trick
trick.
with a different guy. That's right. And then the
He-
second one is when we get the
Yeah,
the
when he
second
does the
trick.
I
Yeah.
dare you to run.
Yeah. So first one's hidden ball trick doesn't work. I remember I had to tell you this. Baseball rules. Not even like just like we're all like we all know that that's like some bullshit.
Yeah.
But like legitimate baseball
yeah.
rules. The reason that doesn't play, if you call a timeout, timeout doesn't end until the pitcher has ball in hand
on the mound.
on the mound. So the second they would have realized he never had ball in hand, they would have retroactively said we've never been in play, and therefore you can't.
We've been on timeout this
Yep.
whole time.
So that you never could have tagged out the guy on first.
But that's no fucking fun.
No, yeah.
So fuck it. He's out.
You know, like I didn't miss that much. They're both walk-ons. But when he gets that guy walked on, he says, "I'm gonna pull the Back to the Future." I can't think of a better name for this because he starts calling him a chicken. Can you think of a better name?
Even janitor from Scrubs just looks at him and goes,
No, that was so. Now we know his two positions: pitcher and first base.
Yep,
right?
that's
what
it.
it is.
He's like reserve pitcher and first baseman.
But yeah, so we get this beautiful moment though where that guy's like, "Fuck you, I can't do
throw it really high.
Well, because he threw it up once.
yeah,
he
do it
threw
real
up
high.
and he caught it, and he goes,
You should have ran.
"It would have been your time."
Yeah, that was the time to go.
Listen to me. You do it one more time, really high.
I dare you. Let's go.
I'll do it. And so Henry
Okay.
goes, "Okay."
Fake throws it and immediately just books it toward the fucking guy.
Pulls the famous moment we already. He's redoing the moment that we saw from fucking Gary Busey, right? Like this is
Yeah.
Chet Stedman all over again. He's seen it. He said that worked.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
And he fucking. I'm still calling bullshit.
Never would have worked.
Yeah, no, real life.
Look,
This 12-year-old ain't
look,
catching this
If
guy.
Chet Stedman was as fat as Gary Busey, I don't know if Chet did it. I definitely don't think that little fucking Henry Rowengartner did
He
it.
was a little chunky. I wouldn't
No,
call him
The
fat.
scene right before he ran, he was big, dude. The running, he looks good.
Busey, I love you, buddy. You're great. Anyway, Hedo comes up. He's like, remember me, motherfucker? I'ma smash this shit.
Hedo is officially like, fuck all of this, dude. Like, you don't know. I took you out before. I'll take you, out
ain't
again.
nothing. I eat, as I said, I eat fastballs for breakfast.
They all know they got to pull the prank on him. They got to pull the trick. And they do. First one works perfect.
Perfect.
Let's tell him he still pitches the fastball.
Yeah, he
right?
can't do it. He can't hit your fastball.
So what happens?
Change
he thinks
up.
it's a fastball,
the
change
only-
up, misses it.
The only time he actually throws a different pitch in the entire movie.
Well, and the
Besides
dude
the
catches
balls.
it.
Yeah.
God bless him catching it. Because, right,
Next one.
foul ball in
Oh.
the strike way. God damn, though.
So close.
So close.
I
Like,
love-
it was a strike. Thank God it was a strike.
The best part is John Candy and the other guy. It's fair. It's foul. It's fair. It's foul. There goes. And John Candy looks like, see, I told you it was foul. You were wrong again.
During all this, we also get the hot dog conversation.
Because, again, like I said, the guy bought a fucking franchise just to eat free Cracker Jacks.
What do you mean hot
He's
dogs are
n-
$3 a piece?
Yeah, he's never paid for any of this shit.
Listen, I'm telling you right now,
He's-
hot dogs at a major league game today, $10
Oh,
plus.
easy, dude. I
The
fucking
fact that he was shocked by 3,
you want to
and you can still go buy a pack for less than 5.
for less than 5, dude. A beer at one of these things is like 11.
And again, I mean that
bucks.
you can go buy a pack of whatever they're selling you. Like fucking Hebrew National is less than 5 for a pack.
back to the game.
So he pitches against this guy. We're down to the last pitch. What do we have? We forgot to mention earlier. Telepathy. The mom and
Oh
her
yeah, the mom
telepathy.
has like total fucking telepathy.
Well, because as
here.
soon as he loses his powers, right? Like
She
if
knows.
He slipped on the ball. She knew, and she was like,
oh
shit.
no.
and so like there's just this weird telepathy going on, and at this point, it's like feeding him knowledge telepathy, right? Like it goes the opposite.
There's
like,
one part where she just stares at him like, "Look at the glove. Look at it."
beautiful, dude. I love it. Look at your glove.
Right? It was me.
No, this was great.
was
no,
me the whole
No, it wasn't
time.
even. It was me. He rips it off first, and he goes, "It was you." And again, the telepathy.
Yeah.
It was you, and she goes, "It was
Love this part where she's just like, "Yeah, it was me. Now float. Just float it.
And so he says, I got this. Dude, when she did the float pitch, it looked like you could throw that in a game, and
Yeah,
I would
just-
say it looked normal.
Yeah.
Right? Because she kind of just like flipped her wrists, but she kind of looked like roughly in a pitching position.
more of a flicking motion.
Well, and like in a pitching position,
Yeah.
right? This motherfucker throws his arms so far
it's the
behind him
most elegant pitch.
and then brings it
I've
up
ever seen.
because they slow-moed it. It looks
Right?
like he's bringing his hands so gracefully forward that, yes, it looks like he's doing the ballet,
it's like
not
a
pitching.
Yeah, it's like a
baseball.
flutter. Like woo.
It's so crazy. And then you see fucking Hedo, tongue out,
I hate it.
licking, like he's licking top down, left, right, and center.
I'm gonna throw up. Like for real.
Everywhere, both before and after.
No,
swinging.
the after is the worst because there's like a piece of spit that like
It's-
comes
well,
off.
But you gotta at least give the actor, dude, right?
Oh,
like he
dude.
swung so hard.
He gave it
You
hell,
can
dude.
literally like there's momentum in that saliva.
It comes flying off. It's so gross.
He misses
Props, man, dude. Way to
Game-
commit.
misses game 1. Cubs win. Cubs win the pennant.
He-
This is just the pennant. Let's make sure. Right? Everybody understands.
Yeah, we're not. This isn't World Series.
That happens when we don't see. We want to make sure you know that because I feel robbed because you'd think they'd tell us
Yeah.
how that played out.
No. It literally goes from a
Transitions
cut to him.
Into
him
Little
catch-
League.
Yeah, him catching the ball in Little League.
and winning that tournament.
Cool. Bonus.
Chet
Chet is
is
his
the
fucking coach.
Gotta be a stepdad.
Yeah, hooking up with his mom. It's all nice.
Happy endings. Last thing we see after, like the team's
This
cheering.
is the biggest problem.
Well, listen. Teams cheering him on, despite the fact that they know he's a good player because they just watched the
Watched
whole
him-
season
yeah.
of Chicago Cubs baseball,
I don't get it.
and we know they watch because we seen that earlier in the
yeah,
movie.
because they're watching on the TV.
I got a problem.
This whole end segment, I have a problem
Then
with.
the very, very last thing we see, because again, this is way before in credit scenes or anything like that. There's nothing special hidden at the end. This is it. The very last thing you see, motherfucker throws his fists up in the air, champion,
World
meaning,
Series champions. So the Cubs won the World Series,
which did happen finally,
it did. I'm super happy.
way
for 'em.
after, but not now.
Wasn't it like a year after?
No, it
fucking-
was way after this.
Or no, like the Back to the Future.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
said
it was like a
2000 it was
year
like
after the Back to the Future.
2016
Yeah,
or
yeah, yep.
something.
It was a year after Back to the Future.
So yeah, congratulations on that.
On that note, guys, we are done.
We are
gotta
done.
wrap this
Movie
up.
is
we
over.
Went long. The episode might not be as long as we went, but I always like to let you guys know when we do go long. So that way, if you hear a short episode, you know maybe you should join Patreon because you'd hear the extra.
Fuck short episodes. Short episodes are boring. We
Well,
need
no, listen.
long ones.
No, but short episodes are only boring to the regular viewers. If they want to go to Patreon.
Yeah, there you go.
They always-
Patreon.com/Kentucky Fried Critics.
So again,
I remember this fucking link.
was trying to make a point. They should listen to the Patreon.
I remember the link.
All right.
I'm
Uh,
proud of me.
On that note, we are definitely done. We need to wrap this up.
Yep.
So this beer, double high pitch.
Jesus.
Double high pitch. It is double. That's for
It's dangerous because it
tastes
does not
like
taste like it's
there's
9%.
We've talked before about how sometimes a less strong beer has that watery flavor.
Yeah.
This almost has that
That?
flavor, but it's strong.
It's 9%.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm a little drunk. Not gonna
Kudos,
lie.
guys. Kudos, guys.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hi-WireBrewing, double high pitch. I almost just said high pitch.
Next week we need to address Bo. You hit him with the beer.
We are going to do our own special brewing house, Sawstone Brewing Kaiju, because we got to do some monster movies.
Kaiju. Do you guys know what a kaiju is? It's a
It's
giant
a fucking
monster.
giant monster.
Godzilla is a kaiju.
Preferably Japanese, but they
Yes.
can be from anywhere.
And I know I just said
was that
Godzilla.
Yungari
And you
from
guys-
North Korea?
yeah.
That's a really good
and you
one.
guys all just heard kaiju, so you might all be thinking, oh, well, they're obviously
yeah,
doing
it's going to be
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
No.
Rodan.
No.
Oh.
We're going for my absolute favorite when I was a kid. But we're doing the modern one. So
Nice.
we're-
I've never seen this one.
So we are doing Gamera, my
The
favorite
turtle.
kaiju. He's a
I
giant.
fucking love turtles.
He's a giant rocket-powered
Space turtle.
and I love him. And he is friend of
Of
all
children. Exactly.
I love Gamera. So we are doing the most recent one because neither of us have seen that, and you guys know how rare that is.
Yeah, dude.
For it to be a movie
Neither of us have seen.
So we are doing Gamera the Brave is the 2006 release. We hope to see you guys next week. On that note, I think we're done. Bo, do you want to wrap it up for us?
All right. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of the things. Give me some fucking props. We work really hard, and I'll see you next time. Dude, let's go fucking play baseball. And where's Jack? Jackaboy!
Everybody.
Come tell us about the baseball.
All right, guys. You heard Bo. I almost forgot, but we got Jack here with us today, and he is wanting to talk about this movie because he loves some Rookie of the Year, especially because he's playing baseball too. He's in Coach Pitch this year. You guys can't see because unfortunately we had some issues with our camera today and it cut out on us. Again, it's happened a couple of times, but they saw most of it.
Mhm.
They're just not getting to see you, but they saw most, okay? I promise.
Okay.
Okay. But so yeah, Jack is, you guys can't see, so I'll paint the picture for you. He's got red hair, and I'll take a picture for that. People will get to see that.
Okay.
But he is in his full baseball gear for this year. He is part of the Reds team with his red hair and his white pants and black and red shirt. But he is here today to talk to you guys about his favorite part of this movie, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bud. What's your favorite part?
It's the thing, of the little boy,
Henry?
Henry with his arm just
The first
back
time?
So far
That first time?
Yeah, and then he throwed it so far to
He-
435 feet.
Look at you. You know exactly how far it was. I'm proud of you. You know that, right?
Yeah, they said it in the movie.
I know they did, but still, most people wouldn't remember that, bud. You got to give yourself credit. That's good. You're good.
Okay.
You're good at remembering.
I remember, the mom played baseball.
She did play baseball. What was her pitch? Do you remember what her pitch was called?
Coach
Float it. It's the floater.
The dad didn't play baseball.
It was never the dad. That's right. It was
Yeah.
actually her the whole
The
time.
dad-
What are you going to say to everybody?
Subscribe and hit the like button.
Did he just say funky butt loving?
Goddamn right he did.